On the other Jared here, running a game of Dungeons and Dragons for the Grunting Pixel YouTube channel.
And your channel.
And my channel. It'll probably only be published on my channel. But with me today, I have Fedorus or Kade, who is being played by the Grunting Pixel. RGP.
Hello.
And then we have Vivian, played by Steph.
Greeting.
And Engor, played by Keeper.
And I know seagulls that.
Yes.
I'm doing it.
And again, I'm the other Jared. I'm playing under the name Saint Angel Jared. It's a earlier joke that we were making about me. I will be
Jared.
playing as I will be the GM and also playing NPC in Oktook.
The general manager.
General manager, yep.
Genital manager.
Yep.
The genitalia.
Both. Well, when we last left our adventurers, well, first a little thing I want to explain. So the first two, we had the session 0. Then the first 2 sessions were kind of getting you guys familiar with the 2 basic concepts of role playing. There's role playing, which the first session was a little role playing exercise, and the second session was a combat exercise with, kind of letting you know, like if you should fight or when you should run or whatever, kind of seeing how combat can turn on you, stuff like that, like learning all these things. So this is the 3rd session, which is where we actually are going to start getting into the story and taking this thing full throttle. So when we last left our adventures, you guys were traveling south of the mountains of Eru, on your way to the Kingdom of Light, taking the quickest path that you guys know, and you guys come upon a small village, and it seems unusually quiet. Oktook will even say that every time he's come across this village, it's just been packed with people doing stuff, farming or just outside doing stuff, especially at this time of the day. It's around noon. The other thing is that it's got this eerie kind of fog around it, and it's very hard to see into the city. And the weird thing is that it's nice, bright, and sunny out where you guys are, but inside of the fog, it looks like this fog is creating some sort of darkness within the city. It's almost like this fog is made out of darkness, if you will. And Vivian, as you guys are coming across this and looking at the foggy village, you think you see what looks like a humanoid kid, probably from the age around the ages of 8 to 10 in human age, run from like one alleyway to another, kind of run across the street really quick. Now, it happened really quickly, and you kind of heard like a giggle, what sounded like a child, and it looked like a child, but it was very quick. So you see this in this dense fog, and it's really hard to see, even with your guys' dark vision. Kind of everything looks just very obscured. So Oktook's just standing there scratching his head. It's like a blackish fog. Yeah, imagine like a storm cloud. It looks like a storm cloud is over the city.
Like a sandstorm almost?
Yeah, but it's black, like a very dark storm cloud.
Okay.
A rude sandstorm.
You're north of Sand Dune City. A sandstorm, maybe it's a possibility, but it certainly doesn't look like any sandstorm you guys have ever seen.
Does Steph get it in her vagina?
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
No,
but
because I'm
vagina.
wearing granny panties, and
It would explain a lot of things if that were the case.
Yeah.
Wait, how? Explain what? What mystery?
All the sand in your vagina. Getting you all
Since when?
pissy. Making a joke. Damn it.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, so
Hey, I could go play the Division if that's how you want to play this game.
Guys,
we'll
let's
see you
start
later.
over. Let's role play the Division.
yeah, I only want people here who want to be here.
Yeah.
All right,
Down with you.
so that's what you see. The rest of you guys are kind of, you can't really make out anything, and Oktook's just sitting there scratching his head in confusion. Well, more confusion than
What
he's
the
usually.
hell is with all this smoke?
That's what I said.
I don't.
Just so you know.
I don't know. It's very, very confusing.
My character is like sniffing because he said smoke. Obviously, he assumes it is, but for some reason, it doesn't have a smell. Right?
Does not have a smell.
I'm assuming.
No smell.
Okay, then yeah. I'm confused because it looks like smoke but doesn't smell like it.
Hey guys, I mean, aside from the gloomy cloud lingering around, I have a feeling this place may be a bit haunted. I did see a child kind of, run. Go ahead.
Is there ghosts in this world? Is haunted an option?
I mean, we got dragon spirits.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could have. It's about as much of an option as it is in today's world. Like people talk about it,
Okay.
and there's books
Just
on
making
it,
sure.
and people talk that they've seen ghosts. If you've seen a ghost or not is entirely up to you. If anybody here has seen a ghost, it would probably be Vivian, because the forest is full of all sorts of effed up shit.
Spirits.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I kind of whisper, I'm just like, hey guys, I think I just saw a child or some kind of spirit just run across the street here and giggle. It was, I'll be honest, I am a little unsettled by this place. Smoke that doesn't smell like smoke.
You
don't say. Yeah.
I think I saw the same thing, and it was really weird.
Wait.
Not too.
Okay, good.
No, what, Dan?
I don't
what?
think you saw that.
What?
If
Because
he
you
didn't,
critically
I mean, he-
failed.
but he could say whatever he wants. I mean, whether or not
Okay.
he actually saw it or not.
It's not canon. I'm fine.
You're not allowed to say you saw something if you failed the check. I'm sorry.
Critically,
You are
failed.
not allowed to
He
lie
actually-
in character.
He actually saw it so poorly that I didn't see it.
All right, here we go. Let me
And
finish.
go,
Let
are
me
you sure you
try
see-
it.
No, you're fine. You say whatever you want.
No. Let's try it again. I'm not really too sure what this place is. Fuck if I know, right?
I mean, fuck me. It's not like I could have seen no kid or nothing.
Crikey.
I honestly don't. I do get a bad feeling from this this place. It's kind of making me a little bit uneasy. I'm not too sure about what you guys think, but generally, the last couple times we've been in some place and explored, we've almost gotten in some serious trouble. So, what's another adventure?
You guys
Well-
may or may not notice, but my character is very, I don't want to say on edge, but like standing guard. Like he's braced himself. Like he's in a stance where like if something pounced, he would be, a hard object to move. I'm clearly on edge.
When you say that, Engor, Oktook comes up and kind of pats you on the back, and he's like, "What could be more scary than a dragonborn? Am I right?" Ha 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 ha.
Those
This actually,
dragonborns.
this actually
Tell me
does
about
something that you guys may have never seen before. Cade smiled.
Wow.
He smiled
And then-
from that statement.
All right,
And I
everybody
kind
roll
of
for their head to
exchange,
explode.
I exchange glances with Engor, be like, ooh, he has emotions.
That actually,
like I s-
that actually pleased.
Perhaps he is gassy.
I sort of look
I
at
immediately,
Engor.
my smile immediately goes away when you say that.
Thanks.
I sort of
Oktook,
look at
for
Engor.
Whatever happy moment we have.
I sort of look at Engor and I'm kind of just like, it's like pat him on like, the fucking knee or something like that. And I'm just kind of like, you Dragon Balls aren't that scary.
Okay, did you just say you patted Engor on
Yeah,
me?
you pat
Because
yourself.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
he patted himself.
I patted
That's a knee
myself.
slapper.
I patted myself and then I patted
We
Kate.
play
I
every
was
other
like,
week,
"That's
people.
great."
Give us a break, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I don't even know who I am anymore, right?
Well, here's the thing. We have this spooky environment right in front of us, but we all know that we're probably going to travel through it, right? Because
Oktook says, "Well, we can go around. We have a ranger with us. We could survive off of your hunting skills, if you do not want to go through. Otherwise, we would probably need to stop here for rations.
Oktook.
okay, so I'm sorry.
It is
What
a long
do
way
the
to
other-
next city."
Okay, so what do the lovely gentlemen here think? Engor, Kate?
Ladies first, Kade.
This is why you need a paladin in the group. Because they always go after everything that looks evil. Like, no, we got to check it out. It's the right thing to do. People could be in danger.
I look at Oktook. I look at Oktook and I say, clearly none of this crew has ever seen this before. Do you have any knowledge on this?
Let me get my dice out and I'll tell you.
Just like, let me get dice.
Oh yeah, Oktook's just like reaching into his pocket for like some pebbles.
He's like, oh, actually, this would work. He's like, I don't know. The fog is or smoke or whatever is kind of odd. It could be some sort of maybe enchantment or something.
Smog.
Smog.
Yeah, smoke fog. It's smog.
Smoke fog. I think we should go in there and see what we're dealing with. We can get the rations here. That wasn't that. That was me.
What, Lil Mahoney?
I'm so confused.
Oh, that's a comment that was on Twitch. Sorry, Lil Mahoney said "ladies first."
Lil Mahoney is my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Foobug.
Yo,
shout out to Foobug.
Yeah, shout out to Foo. Hey, what's up?
Hello, Foobug.
I can't see the chat, so I don't
And
know.
Oktook's just like, who the hell are these guys talking to?
Oh my gosh,
we're just like
these
standing
guys
in
are
the
freaking
smog
crazy.
going, hey, Foobug.
I thought I was crazy as he picks a fly off his shoulder and eats it.
He pulls it off of his eyeball and just like puts it up.
Well, it seems like we are going straight into this village. I'm not surprised, to be completely honest, but
If that's what you want
I suppose
to do.
we'll find something. I'm sure we'll probably find something, of worthwhile if Kade doesn't kill them.
They were good people. I would hate to see anything bad happen to them.
That's
Okay,
true, but I have a feeling no one is left here. I think we're just the remnants of a
You
dead
are such
town.
the optimist.
As you guys are having this conversation and you appearing to agree that you want to kind of investigate, you notice that I still haven't really been looking at anybody talking. I've just been kind of standing, very unsure, kind of just glancing everywhere across the across what I can see through the smog. And as you guys are saying, I think we should go in. You just kind of hear me just doing like uneasy like grunts, like if you were just like, I think we should go in. I'm just kind of like. Ugh.
Anybody who is sorry to interrupt, but anybody who's proficient in Arcana can roll it. But go ahead, continue.
I am not proficient, but I will try it anyways.
Okay.
So, yeah,
well, you're at disadvantage if you're not. Okay, yeah, so great.
So Steph tries to see an Arcana and her eyes explode.
Okay, so you failed so hard that you think that this could be just worst case scenario, whatever you would think. The worst case, whatever your character would think the worst case scenario is.
She thinks that it was. She thinks that it was taco night at the mess hall, and this is everybody's just farts, just like.
Oh my god, the farts everywhere. I can't.
Oh my gosh, it's a fart plague.
It's a fart plague.
Odd that it doesn't smell like anything.
It's silent but deadly. No.
It's the ones that don't smell you gotta be worried about.
Those are the ones that give you cancer of the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. But responding to Kade's uneasiness, Vivian does something slightly bold, and she kind of like puts a little tiny hand on his shoulder and be like, "Is there anything? What's everything all right, Kade? You seem uneasy, to put simply. What do you think of this?"
Needless to say, I've never seen anything like this before. And in my past, new is usually never good. I think I completely changed his voice from the beginning to here. Fuck it.
That's
Fuck
okay.
it.
It's alright.
It's gruff and rough.
He has a disorder where he changes his accent. He just doesn't talk
By
about
session
it.
8, you'll have it down.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know who he
session-
is, so he doesn't know
Session
what
8
accent
starts and
he is.
he's like, I don't know where we should go. He's like completely.
Talks British. Then he realizes he's Russian.
Session 8 starts and it's like, hello, my name is Kade.
Yeah.
You're just
I
a
know.
mute because your voice doesn't work anymore. You're just like, my character's mute. Alright.
He just does
He's
sign
ASL.
language.
Yeah, sign language.
And then Engor's like, what's with the fucking hand motions? And then I just flip him off.
Come on now, what do you think you're doing? You're not talking to us, right?
I gotta say that's pretty funny that Alex's voice for his character has actually become such a character that I can riff off of it. Like I know exactly what that character would do.
Oh, you get.
Okay,
Don't.
you want to be doing them hand motions, but we should really be getting a drink, am I right? That literally came from session 8. I brought it back in time from session 8.
Alright, Kade, if you think news uneasy, like, here's the thing, Kade. We are probably... Okay, I'll be honest with you. This is probably stupid that we're going to go through this village. But I am a person who is stupidly curious, and perhaps we could either A, solve a problem, B, find something fancy to do with your special knife there, C, properly survive. You see what I'm saying? Because Oktook just stated that, it'll be a while till we have the next village. And we can either, go through whatever path, probably run into maybe some bandits or whatever. Or we can do something kind of interesting and investigate this smog fog thing.
My window.
Listen.
So, I'm listening.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'd rather not die due to your curiosity.
That's okay. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
This makes him smile again, but only for a second, and then he. Actually, no. Let me take that back. He actually breaks. He breaks looking line of sight at the village, and he actually glances down and looks at you with a smile for a second. Then the smile fades quickly, and he's back to looking at the smog.
Listen here. Listen. May I interject, Lovebirds?
Go ahead, Engor. Go ahead.
Okay. I understand this may be a risky adventure, but I think we've been risking it from the start. I mean, we're all going for adventure and exploration, so what's to say there's not some sort of increased knowledge or reward at the end? I think we worked extremely well together last time, and we got a little work to do, but I think we could make it through.
That's true. We can probably learn something from here, like what the experience of death probably feels like. But no, I don't know. It's
Listen.
Go on.
I'm not saying we don't investigate. All I'm saying is I don't think we should stay long.
Okay, we'll just hold hands.
Let's get in there.
We'll
get
hold
our
hands,
rations.
skip through, and that's it.
We'll get in there, we'll get our rations, and then we get out.
Sounds like a solid plan to me.
I guess so, you little scaredy cat.
After you, Dragonborn.
I give a
Oktook
little
is inching
snarl.
closer and closer to the fog, like he's getting ready to touch it. He's inching his way towards it, but he's afraid to
So we're not in
penetrate
the fog?
No, it looks like
just
this cloud is essentially just came down and covered this village. It looks
So is
very
it daytime?
suspicious. It is
Or is it
daytime. Remember I said
Okay,
it's
so
weird
we're
because
standing-
it's bright out where you guys are, but it's dark in there. Remember I
Okay,
said
so
that?
we're basically standing around a cylinder of black fog in the middle of daylight that's covering a city. Okay, that completely changes everything. I want to restart.
That's what I said. I said it's weird
Well, I mean, it
because
worked.
it's
I'm
bright
kidding,
outside and this
I'm
fog
kidding.
cloud is dark. Okay, well, anyways, so
Okay, well, all I'm going to do is all the hesitancy that Kade has had, he's just double it, because I didn't realize that. I thought we were kind of in the fog, too, already. It was just, foggy in nighttime. I'm done.
Nope.
Let's go ahead.
I'd say you'd probably have the same response, because it's just we're going in there. Time to be super anxious about it. Alright, that's okay. We just run in to get our rations, get out. Sounds like a solid plan to me. And if we don't see anybody, we don't see anybody.
Yeah, assuming that there is rations.
Yep. Assuming, yeah.
Okay, Oktook. Let me ask you this. Do you think if we go in there, they're going to have enough rations for us? So you think we're gambling even more trying to even bother,
I always stop here when I am on my way south, and they have plenty of rations. They are farmers.
Okay. Well, I think let's give it a try, shall we, gang?
Sure. I mean,
Well,
it's very... Oh, go ahead.
We need a button that we can press before we talk that like makes a light. That way everybody knows.
I'd rather you guys be interrupting each other because you're trying to roleplay than it just be silence and you're not roleplaying. So
do yours,
Beats
Steph,
the
and then I'll...
alternative.
Okay. Well, I mean, at the very least, we'll probably help people there because I mean, this is a recent development. I mean, sure, we've got our own skins to worry about, but I mean, the people in there are probably vulnerable. I mean, I know we've got our own thing, but I'm actually kind of worried about the people in there. I mean, ghost child, spooky smog. All right, let's do it.
Listen, it doesn't look like I'm going to dissuade you guys, but if anything goes wrong, if they don't kill you, I'm going to do it.
Okay, you're a jokester.
Nervous.
And I
laughter
just
from-
glare at you like...
So I guess you do not consider us a team yet, huh?
I think he secretly does. He
If
just
I
doesn't
didn't-
admit it.
If I didn't consider us a team, you guys would be going in there alone.
I think he secretly loves us.
I think so too.
I heard that Dragonborns have difficulty expressing feelings sometimes. Actually, I never heard that. I'm just making it up.
Actually, I never heard that. Okay, well, let's get on then, shall we?
All right, as you guys move in towards the city, like the town thing, you guys are, taking steps towards it, and you notice that I do eventually start taking steps too, but you guys have made, 6-7 good paces before Kade gets up the nerve to actually walk forward too.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and put you guys up a little bit further. By the way, you guys are right here on the map. As you guys, who goes through the fog first? Or cloud, or whatever you want to call it.
Vivian, because she's a ranger.
Yeah, it's either Vivian
she's a ranger.
or Engor because they were both very persistent about going in.
Vivian has a better.
You definitely feel a very cold and tingly feeling when you penetrate this fog or cloud. Or whatever.
Penetration.
And you feel it's like a static that goes through your body, and it's like a very brisk cold, and it like hits you. It's almost like going from a 100-degree weather into like an air-conditioned building, like that bit of a change. Okay. And you see your breath, and you feel like you being a caster, especially, feel like this magical presence around you when you go in there. So it feels magical in nature. And you guys are all going to experience this as you go through. But since she's the first one that goes through, she's experienced it first. You hear whispers. You can't discern what they're saying. It's just like, and it almost sounds like wind, but it's a whispery wind. You can definitely tell it's voices, but sometimes you hear the wind whistle through something. It sounds like somebody might be talking. It's kind of like that.
I've never heard the winds whisper hostiles to you.
Happens all the time here in my neck of the woods. Yeah.
Question, neck of the woods. Is what we can see on the map how much our characters can see? Like, how dense is this fog? Because currently it seems relatively thin.
I should be restricting that a lot more. Thank you for...
Yeah, and
Thanks,
I have the stream open, but I'm pretending that I don't see everything on.
Yeah, just don't...
Don't look spoilers.
I'm basing what I can see off of my thing, not the stream.
Okay, so
yeah, just
Vivian
don't look at
senses
the
all
stream.
this.
How about that?
I mean, I have it open
Because you're going to see a lot more than you need to see if you're looking at the stream.
Well, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. So.
No, I'm keeping an eye on it. I got it over on my other
Get a
monitor.
piece of paper. Get a piece of paper and kind of like tape it.
Or I'll just screen sheet.
Whatever.
Really, I'm not.
do that.
I'm
You
really not paying
Dragonborn.
attention. So.
You.
Yeah, I forgot that.
That's more like
I'd have to stop the stream to open it to stream it in another window. I'm not going to do that. So, all right. So everybody's vision should be somewhat restricted, or a lot restricted.
Well, what if you opened it in a different window? Would you see what we see? Because currently, I would say
I can
that
click your
anybody watching-
token and hit Control L and see what you see. So.
Because you might want to do that for the streamer so that they can actually see what the hell.
See.
Okay. All right, cool.
See, that's what they see.
Guys, I don't know about you, but this feels like there's a lot of magic here. And not entirely the friendly kind. You think there's possibly some, I don't know. I don't want to say sorcerer, but something tells me somebody came here and started a ruckus.
Okay.
Try not to take this the wrong way, but do you honestly fucking think this is natural?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Hurricanes, have you seen those things? Those things are wild. Then explain earthquakes. You think the earth splits open just because it feels like it? I mean, that's weird.
I honestly, if if I didn't know any better, I kind of think maybe it was the darkness coming over this place. Am I right? No pun intended there. But honestly, there's not.
Do we know about the darkness?
We know it's
darkness?
dark. What do you mean, what darkness?
Are you talking about the shit realm, Alex, on the other side of the world?
Yeah, the shit realm. Yeah,
You guys
don't know about the
you
shit
guys don't
realm.
know anything about that, but
probably don't.
Yeah.
Whoops.
This is a second redaction.
you just know there's a big rift of wind, a big wall that you can't pass through. You don't know what's on the other side of the wall, if anything.
Never mind. Take it back. No,
Alright.
I guess that was a lie.
It's cool. It's cool.
Engor, Kade, Oktook, I think we should stick together. I mean, our field of view is just absolutely ridiculous. It would, to be blunt, it would incredibly suck hardcore if we lose one another.
Suck hardcore. I agree. I think we need to stay close and stay alert. I'm not really too sure what we're going to be dealing with here.
There's a road over to our right. Should we follow it? Perhaps maybe see if there's any houses we can investigate.
Oktook.
Yes.
I know that it's dark as shit here, so seeing is pretty much obsolete. But you said you've been here often. Maybe you know where to go?
Yes. He says these tracks on the ground, and you can see these little muddy tracks here on the ground that you probably see on the map that look like it's a cart path. He says, follow these and you'll come to a bridge. And when you cross the bridge is the first, the place where I usually barter for rations and get my ale.
Okay, well, let's follow it.
All right, now as we're walking, you guys notice that Kade is like almost like obscenely on edge, like almost to the point of paranoia. Like he's checking all the sides, every step. He's looking at a different area. Like he's just unusually, uncharacteristically not okay with this.
Okay, Vivian kind of comes over, like she kind of like stops to, wait till Kade catches up or whatever. She kind of comes over.
I'm
like,
with you guys. You guys, that's how you
oh, okay.
say
I thought you're like a couple feet away from us or whatever.
No, you said stick together. I was just saying when we went to enter, I was very
okay. How are you holding up, Kade? You, I mean, not gonna blame you or anything, but, you seem a little edgy.
This was a bad idea.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but...
Oh, I think it's going to be fun, lads. Come on.
So now that you guys have all like passed through the barrier and everything, you guys all experienced what I told Vivian. Kade, it's a little bit different for you. You feel everything that I described, but you see like a swirling like white light every once in a while, just through the mist.
Bright.
It's like a light is being swirled through this dark cloud.
Is it like a Tinkerbell sort of light, or like what do we?
It looks like a very large sperm cell, is the best way to describe it. It's probably the size of your fist, as far as how big it is, and it emits a light about 5 feet away from it. And you see several of these just like periodically. It's not consistent.
And that's when Engor's like, sorry, that was my bad. Jacked one out a little bit ago.
Yeah, there you go. Am I right?
Dwarven glowy sperm.
Am I right?
Oh my god.
Okay, so.
Okay, let's keep going, lads.
When you get to this house right here, you notice that all of the windows are boarded up, and the ceiling, the roof is like falling apart. Like you could like see the boards in there, and like all of the shingles or wood tiling, whatever you want to call it, has been ripped off. It almost looks like the place has been burned to the ground, or not burned to the ground, but like it's been on fire in the state that it's in.
It's like a tornado went through here.
Yeah.
I look at Oktook and I say, is this how the building's supposed to look?
No, not at all. In fact, this building, it looks very different. He's like scratching his head. He's for a second there, it almost looks like he, well, he'll just say it. He says like, I almost thought for a second I was in a wrong village or something, because like this house, it looked way different the last time I was here.
Okay. As soon as he said that it's not supposed to look like that, and got flustered, Kade growled and then like braced himself. Like he planted his feet firmly into the ground and started looking around. Like he was already on edge, but him saying that like really set Kade
Everybody
off.
give me perceptions. This is to spot.
Too many perceptions. Fucking
there's
with
gonna be a
my
lot of
shit
perception.
roll. What's with Alex today? He's got the like
Nice.
fucking. Or no, it was Steph that rolled great last. No, was it? No, it was Steph. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it was.
Forget
It was me, you dragon.
I wasn't speaking as the dragon, but yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. As you guys are walking by this house, the boarded up window, you see a little glow inside of it, and you all will see that it's looks like there is a person in a rocking chair rocking back and forth. Engor and Vivian clearly see that you can see through this person. Kade, you can't tell if you can see through him or not, but the other two of you definitely see through it. Like you see the back of the chair.
Can I communicate with it?
You can do whatever you want.
I have a quick question before that.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just a technical question. Alex's has a green around his result, yet Steph has a higher result that's not green. What
He
does that
rolled a
mean?
natural 20, so 21 is literally
okay.
the best he can roll. But she gets a plus. She rolled a 19, but she has a +5.
Okay.
So
Okay.
All right, there we
Makes
go.
sense. All right, hey fellas. So I don't know if you're seeing this, but there is literally a ghost on a rocking chair there. Do you guys see that?
I see exactly. It's really weird and kind of creeping me out a little bit. But she's
just like the
rocking
boy-
back and forth.
It's just like the child I saw earlier. What? You know
Wait,
what? I think.
Wait, do we know that?
Yeah, because I mentioned like creepy child running across.
But did you mention that she was transparent?
No, but now because I said it's just like the child I saw earlier.
I didn't
know,
say
but
she
did
was
you
transparent
know-
before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
you
don't think the child
didn't?
was
Oh, sorry. Haha, just kidding.
You and
Okay, well, let
Alex,
me
man,
rephrase
pay
it.
attention
Let
to
me
the fucking
rephrase it
story.
then.
No,
Let me
no, but
rephrase it. I'm like,
if your character
wait.
interpreted it that way, that's fine. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be.
I was
It's not-
okay.
I'm
I'm
just
like,
messing. I'm just
all
messing.
right. Let me rephrase it. It's almost, I had the same feeling when I saw that child. I thought it was a ghost, but I don't know. I have a feeling I should talk to this man. Wait right here. Vivian kind of enters through the broken down doorway and cautiously approaches the man in the rocking chair, but she keeps like a few feet distance, and she kind of just in a most non-provocative manner says like, "Hello, sir. Can you see me? Do you hear me?"
He like stops rocking and he looks at you, and it looks like he's got a cat in his hand and he's like petting. And he looks old as shit, like probably the equivalent of like a 80-year-old human, or a
Sir.
What?
4,000-year-old elf. So, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he stops rocking and he looks at you and kind of tilts his head sideways and he says, Your skin, it's so bright.
Oh, I'm sorry for my skin being a little bright. Do you remember what happened the past couple of hours? Do you? We were travelers, and we've noticed that there really hasn't been anybody around. I don't know if you noticed. This. Like I don't know, like Vivian's like it's off put because this is like a ghost man, kind of like talking, and the first thing he says is about her skin, and she's like, Are you?" So I don't know how to put this, but you're transparent.
He
Do
laughs.
you know what's wrong?
Oh, my hip.
I haven't laughed like that in a long time.
Kind of
So
sounds
it's
like an
just
old version of
Vivian in the
Oktook.
house, right? Like everybody else is outside,
Yes.
or did everybody else follow her?
Yep.
Oktook's still
Come on,
looking
Dan,
around
follow the
for what you guys
story.
are talking about. He's like, I don't see any glowing. He rolled terrible.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I want to bring Kade and Engor in, but I don't want to frighten the man. So, like, okay, I want to try one more thing.
Ask him.
It's like, I don't have much gold, but I'll get it. And you see him, he's like slowly getting up. It takes him like forever. He's like trying to get that one rock with the momentum that'll propel him onto his feet. He's like, just give me a moment. One sec. He finally gets up. And he like grabs his cane that was on the ground next to him, and he's like walking over to the side of the house, like very slowly. This is taking forever, by the way. and he's like fumbling through a drawer. He's like, it's around here somewhere. And you hear like the clanking of stuff inside of this cabinet.
While all this is happening, Kade actually has his back to the house, and he is just scanning the perimeter, just keeping watch. Like literally the point where he's not even paying attention to anything that's going on inside the
Give
house.
me another perception
Okay.
with
Well,
advantage
but-
since you're like looking.
It's just Kade doing it. And how do I do it with advantage?
Well, I
Or
mean, if he
does I
sees
just
you
pick the
doing it and he
second
wants
one?
to do it, it's fine. But whatever. Just make a normal roll, and you'll take the better of the results. Okay. I don't know if you can see it on the map, but you see way up here a glow of some sort, and it's not like the other glows you see. It's bigger, and it's stationary. It's not moving. It's just kind of hovering.
And that would be technically the only thing I could see outside of a 10-foot radius, right? It's just
Yeah, I mean, you see like
off in
the
distance.
like the outlines of buildings here. Like you can tell that there's buildings in front of you and like a general idea of where they are, but you can't. There's no like detail other than outline and stuff. And then this light you can tell is over the roof. Well, you see what the light lets you see. So
Okay. So I sort of like peek through the door and just sort of like look at Vivian and say, "Why don't you ask him if another person can come in here?" Something like that, just to try to.
Vivian, I
Oh my
don't.
god,
Let's
you
make
guys are
this a
so
threesome.
awkward sometimes.
Why is that awkward?
I don't know.
Why would you say that?
Why wouldn't I say that? I
Why
don't want
would
to
you
scare
need
him.
permission to go in? Why would you?
Because I don't
even
want to
think
scare
that?
him. Because I don't want to scare him away. What if he's scared and he
Vivian-
runs away?
All right.
Yeah. Vivian's like, Engor, this is a very bizarre situation. I mean, you can come in if you want, but I'm trying not to spook the ghost. As ironic as that is, he's taking a sweet time as
He looks old as fuck, man.
he's
I
probably
heard
beyond.
that.
Oh.
I'm getting your gold. There's no need to be aggressive.
So it's So why? I mean, I appreciate your charity, but why are you fetching us gold?
So-
we're just.
He ignores that that was a stupid question. And he starts walking over to you, and he's like, "So, how much do I owe you for the protection? Nobody needs to die today."
Oh no!
He starts
no,
handing
no,
you gold pieces. Well, no, he's like a copper piece. Actually, it looks like these little like stone. They look like coins made out of stone.
Okay.
You do not
I kind of,
recognize the picture on it. It seems like there is like some sort of devilish-looking face on it. You know, when you look at a quarter, you see the side of George Washington's face. It's kind of the same thing, but it looks like a devil. And he's like giving them to you one by one until you say win, kind of thing.
Oh, I kind of like try to give it back to him and be like, oh no, there's some kind of misunderstanding. We're not the landlords or whatever around here. We're not security. We're just travelers. We came here from miles and miles away, and we just stopped here to get some supplies. And that's kind of noticed the unusualness around here. We're just here for information, some supplies. I can introduce you to my friends here. We mean no harm.
He seems very confused by this. He's like, I don't understand. You do look different. Your skin is so bright.
Right, we're foreigners. we're not from around here, which is again why we don't know much about this place. Do you have any idea what's going on? I mean, this place is unusual. I mean, you realize that, like, okay, you're transparent. We can't. I'm sorry. We just. What do you know about this place?
This is my home. I've lived here ever since, I can remember.
Here, I know. There's
as long as the Emperor allows it,
Here, we have a frequent visitor. His name is Oktook. He's a bard, and he sometimes comes through here. Or perhaps you might have seen him. Probably to convince you that we're travelers. So I kind of like, if that's okay, like kind of like take off, kind of step outside for a minute and kind of signal Oktook in, maybe to, kind of ground this the transparent man to like the situation. So.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Oktook has stopped scratching his head since since the session has started. He's just continuously in a state of confusion. Yeah, he's like, gosh, so confusion.
Scratch to his skull.
Okay.
So he walks in and he's like, I've never seen this man before in my life.
Okay, and I kind of like question Oktook. I'm like,
and he's like, oh my, it's an orc. Oh, I'm cooperating. There's no need for no violence, please. He seems terrified by the sight of Oktook.
Oh God, sir. I'm sorry. He's a friend, a fellow traveler. We mean no harm again. Sorry, this is just an absolute.
It's like, so
Oh my
you seek a virgin? I don't have any here. I'm sorry. I'm at the mercy of Emperor Gozo. I don't know what to do. What do you want? Yes, you could roll a history. It's if you wish.
History.
While all this shit is going on, Jared,
Mm-hmm.
I am like really trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a perception with like hearing or something?
Yeah, you can.
Because you said I noticed whispering, and maybe I'm trying to really listen in a lot to see if I
hone in on the voice, the whispering wind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure, go ahead.
Just roll a perception.
Yep.
Ouch.
Every once in a while, you hear a word like darkness or I don't suppose you have arcana, do you? Or arcane? No. Okay. And like what sound like? Well, you would even know what a material component is. Would sound like maybe a material component or the words of a enchantment or something. Just because of the randomness of the words. like frog's legs or something like that. You know, just like what the hell? Why would it be saying frog legs if it's not casting a spell or something? Or, well, you know, even though you don't say frog legs, you just need frog legs. But you get what I'm saying.
Add 1 cup of sugar to the. It's like the spell's making a cake or something.
Yeah, that's how spells work in my game. Sorry, guys. It's like cooking.
Put the left foot forward and the right foot back.
I'm gonna cast this lightning storm as soon as I get the proper ingredients ready. I just gotta stir this for 10 minutes.
We find out that the person that set the spell was actually just trying to bake a cake, but they read it wrong, and now they've trapped everybody into
summon an ancient demon lord. Yeah. Ah, crap! I knew it was supposed to be a half a teaspoon and not 3/4.
Oh, you said baking soda, not baking explosion.
The heart of a child. Crap.
Yeah. Oh, you said baking soda? I thought you meant 4 frog eyes.
But you know, it's not saying like ingredients. It's like it sounds like it's what somebody sounds like when they're casting a spell or something, like just random words. You only cast.
Anyways, as Vivian's talking to this ghost, I sort of overhear the talk of the Emperor, and I sort of just peek my head and kind of wander in, and I was just like, "Excuse me, sir. I think I overheard you say something about an Emperor. Who exactly is that?" He
laughs as hard as an old fragile man can laugh. You guys are the funniest pillagers I've ever met. Please don't kill me.
Pillagers or villagers?
Pillagers.
Okay.
We're travelers again, sir. Travelers. We're fine. We're not
whatever you want to be called. I apologize.
It's okay. It's fine. Just a misunderstanding in this weird place. Go on. Sorry.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a name, just so we can know who you are?
That's true. How rude of us, introductions and all that.
Not used to you guys asking for my name. My name is Oktook. I don't know, whatever. I didn't give the guy a name. Oktook.
Oktook's like.
I was looking at Oktook's name when I said it. No, here, I can do you one better. The name is Oktook. Ah, crap. Barian is his name. He's like the Barian.
Oh,
okay.
Barian Took.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Yeah.
So, Barian.
Oh, Barian.
Took.
Barian.
I just had to fuck with Alex for doing it. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Barian. Listen, Vivian said it multiple times here. We're not here to hurt you or pillage. We're simply travelers trying to get information. You can understand that. So, can you elaborate a little more on this Emperor you speak of? Because to be quite completely honest, I'm not really sure I know who that is.
Before...
I
was going to say, just a quick moment. Vivian, kind of looks over at Engor, and she's like, despite this man looking like a ghost and potentially being around here for a while, I think it might be wiser to look elsewhere. I'm afraid he might not give us much information.
You don't know about the Emperor who rules on the high and the volcano?
Oh, never mind. It's a...
Were you born under a rock?
As he's finishing up that sentence, Kade is kind of back to the door and kind of yells in over his shoulder and says, we don't have all day. What's taking so long?
Okay, so
diplomacy.
You make yourself present, and he sees your face, and he freaks out. He's like, "Oh, demon child, kill!" And he falls back into his chair.
He has a heart attack and dies.
Well,
God no!
He's grabbing his chest, and you see him kind of vanish.
Oh shit!
But in the chair is
maybe
still rocking.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Damn it!
Way to go, Kade, you little wanker. What are you doing there, mate?
Engor, he didn't mean it.
God,
And I
damn
didn't
it.
notice this happening because I
Engor-
yelled in and then I turned and looked back out. Like it was
Oh.
literally
Engor-
just a.
Anybody have training
Call.
in arc?
Engor just sort of takes like Engor gets kind of like frustrated. You see Engor kind of get frustrated for the first time and just sort of like, what the fuck? We could have been on to something. He like sort of just like takes out his battle axe and considering like the building's already pretty much to pieces anyways, he just like as hard as he can just like flings his battle axe into the friggin' wall and just like removes it and then like calmly puts it back into his sheath and just sort of just.
So something's gonna happen in
Do
the
you
midst of all
sheathe the
this.
battle axe?
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how sheaths work. Go ahead.
Alright,
Sorry,
Jared, you're
if
saying
it's-
something.
As you
If
guys,
it's a
as this is
circular
happening,
one that
as
has
you,
a bottom, you just slide it right in.
just
If it's like cylindrical, just like base of the handle, you can just.
What were you saying, GM?
Jared has something important to say as
it
opposed
doesn't show on
to
there.
sheathing axes.
What were you saying,
Um,
Jared?
Well, I was gonna
General
say
manager?
actually, just strap it. No, I'm just kidding. When he disappears, and as you're like banging on the walls, all of a sudden there's like a flash. This is kind of like the flashes you've experienced as of late, Kade. Like in this flash, the building actually changes. It looks different. Like it's shaped different. It's like different height. It's put together, and it seems very like it seems decorated. There's flowers outside of it, and there's children playing around the flowers, and it's like a flash like that, and all of a sudden it goes back to what it looks like now. And
What I noticed
this is all
from
like kind of
outside-
happening instantaneously as he's disappearing and you're hitting the thing. So
What I noticed this from outside.
everybody sees this.
Not
Everybody sees this vision.
Did you guys see what I just saw?
You're just kind of used to it.
Yep. I certainly did. This place is just getting beyond bizarre.
you guys
I can't-
can I do an action that requires them to do a perception check for them to know about it?
Depends. What are you trying to do? You can whisper to me if you're trying to hide something from them.
Well, I was gonna do something outside that's quiet, so they would have to be paying attention to hear it.
Okay, yeah, you can roll like a stealth or something if you're trying to keep something quiet.
Well, I mean, it is quiet. Like what I would
No, it
be
won't be
doing
quiet.
makes
You need
sense
to
be
roll
quiet.
it.
Well, I can't tell you unless I know what you're
All
doing.
right.
So
All right. Do you have Skype open? Because I can just.
You can whisper to him, in the chat. Right?
This isn't even a big deal. Like this is just like a.
yeah, we're all
Small
adults here. We can keep out of game knowledge separate. If you don't want to talk.
I won't
or
look at the
something,
chat.
Well, like I was just gonna say, like, well, can we? Because everybody else.
Maybe not. I don't
bringing
know.
in
I mean,
things outside.
All
right, I'll type it
send
in
me a
Skype.
message
Keep
on
talking.
Skype. That's fine. All right. Yeah. So you all see this, and the guy's still gone, and his chair like stops rocking, and the whispers kind of like, like seem like they're going like really close to your ears, and then they go into the distance again. It's like you stirred something, or something
I
was stirred.
examine
Not
this-
that you stirred something.
Can I examine this particular room? Can I roll a perception or something to see if
Yeah,
there's anything?
Well,
in
before
this
you
room?
guys get too far ahead, Jared, what's your response to that? Because what I'm doing is a direct response to the flash that we saw.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay, if you guys want, you can throw a perception check if you'd like. Damn, Steph is killing it today.
Ayo. I am a ranger.
The reason why I was going to have
do
you
you-
roll a stealth check is because it gives me a DC. It lets me know what they need to roll. But we've got
Oh,
some
well, you could have just
20
told me that.
24s and 12s and, I'm sorry, 24 and a 10.
Yeah, I figure a
so
10 is too
pretty
low.
much. I'm pretty sure. Well, 10 is easy. So they have difficulties. 24 is really well.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Steph
24 is
obviously heard-
definitely going to probably notice it, and you can explain to them what they hear if you wish.
Okay, when you come back from the flash, you can hear outside on the front, Steph, that I am like growling, like I like almost like primitive, like this thing has like stripped my human side. I am just.
Does it seem
that
like you're trying to hide it?
Yeah, it's like a dog, like I can't growl, but like it's it's a primal thing. I'm not doing it to like scare something. It's just like a fear response. Like I am
okay. As like a quick response, because it's just like okay, the dragon is really upset
Yeah, if
or
you're trying.
So I kind of.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I kind. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm
so
sorry, I didn't
kinda,
mean to
like,
interrupt. Go ahead.
rush over to Kade, and I'm just like, hey, Kade, hey, listen. Oh, that was just a flashback. Are you okay?
And before you even finish stopping, or before you even finish saying anything, before you even finish starting to stop, I immediately cut you off with just, we should not be here.
Well, yes and no. I agree with you, but I also disagree with you. I think something bad happened here. And
yes, precisely.
Perhaps.
Which is why we should not be here.
Perhaps he shouldn't have been here, and he points to where the chair is.
Oh, shit.
Can I, as this is all happening, can I like roll a perception to see if there's anything important in this room that we're in?
That would be an
Sure.
investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
Right?
And also, if you're trying to get the sense of what somebody's feeling, like if they're lying to you or if they're just like hiding something, insight is the roll you want. So she could have rolled an insight to see if you are, like if you seem like you're scared or if you're just like mad or whatever. So,
but that'd be interesting stuff.
Yeah. So it's up to you.
I rolled an
and
insight.
then based on what she rolls, I respond. Right? This is my response, not a GM response.
Yeah, it's your character. I'm not going to tell you how your character feels or whatever.
I'm just trying to understand how this game works. The old pal of mine.
Oh, buddy, old pal.
So does she succeed?
And
how well?
Yeah, I would. 15 would be the base for me for that. So I would say she just hit the mark.
Okay, so she she didn't basically read me like a book. Like she just kind of sensed me a little bit.
Yeah, you could if you're trying to hide it, you can roll deception. That's when you're trying to like if you're trying to lie to somebody, you're bluffing them. Well, deception is what you roll. So it's their insight versus your deception. So you could roll deception, and if you roll higher than a 15, she wouldn't know.
I'm very clearly not in.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. So yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to hide this. Like I'm trying. So
then I would say 15 would be enough.
Okay, you get the feeling that this is like I'm not just like regular like on edge like in fear like I'm actually scared. The big beefy dragonborn is actually scared.
Okay, Kate, listen to me. We'll make this quick. We just need to find. Maybe we'll check like another house or two. If we don't find anything, we'll leave. Okay? We'll
all this
try
time
to make.
I haven't looked at you. I've still been scanning the horizons. Just so you know.
Okay.
Also, one other thing, Kade. Oh, whoops. There you go.
Spoiler alert.
No. You would notice that.
You guys.
I just did. I was trying to do that without interrupting.
It moved. It's not a new one.
It definitely is moved. But back to Engor. Engor's been trying to do something here for a while. Investigation.
Sorry.
You find
real
basically.
quick. I don't want to backtrack, but Steph had just found out that I was scared or whatever, and she had said that we'll make it real quick and all that stuff. And I kind of brush her arm off and I say, "Not quick enough." And then now everything continues as well.
Okay, we'll get right back to you guys. I just want to get to Engor.
Right after this commercial
He's been waiting since before all that. So,
poor Engor, he's like looking at the wall.
It's
from, like,
I want to know what's
there's
going
like a
on.
loading bar above his head while you guys are all playing because it's like he's got to load the room.
No,
Servers
we're out
are-
there
are
just
at
talking,
high
and he's
capacity.
just like brushing it with like a duster and stuff like that. Like he's
Yeah, he's got a magnifying
Axe
glass.
is
Dusting.
breaking off,
yeah,
like-
dusting for fingerprints. He plugged in his black light. Like he's.
You do notice several odd things. One of them is going to be a random thing, and you need to roll me a. Let me get my generator out here. Just roll me a D100. And then
Damn!
Also with your investigation, you notice that all of the things that you were seeing seem very primitive, like maybe 1,000 years old, kind of, or older.
I was going to ask.
Like the newest thing in this room seems like it would be 1,000 years old.
Yeah, because I was going to ask. There's no stone currency in this.
No, there is no stone currency.
What's the command for D100 again, or anything outside of the normal?
Just go to the dice roller on the left bar, right above the question mark, and then go to the D100.
Got it. Do I add any pluses to this? No, that's
no. It's just a percentage to determine what you see in this chart.
Here we go. 90. Wow. Damn.
Can I try that again?
No, you cannot. That's insane. You literally got the lowest you could get. So what does that mean, Jared? Did he just like
maybe
fucking?
Maybe I did something wrong. All right, let's try it again. Hey, I can use that one.
No, you don't do that.
Stop.
Oh man. Damn, son.
So what happens now, Jared?
You
I don't notice anything.
Well, in this case, you rolled a 1. I thought you said a 90. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he rolled
That's
a
gonna be
1.
different.
Like
I literally rolled
lowest you could get. Then he re-rolled a 77, but that one doesn't count.
I mean,
Okay.
you can take that 70.
All right.
can't.
So just tell me high or low,
Low.
because this could determine. Okay. So you find a pearl. It's about the size of a quarter. And it's just hovering on the ground. Do you grab it?
Yes.
Okay, when you grab it, it kind of like swirls. It looks like a very elegant-looking marble, I guess. It's swirling. Well, I would use Lord of the Rings reference, but nobody in this freaking group's ever seen the movie.
Everybody's seen Lord of the Rings. Why do you keep saying that?
I thought you guys have all said you've never seen it, because I referenced it
Yeah,
before, and you guys like, I don't know.
We've all seen it.
There's a difference between seeing it and seeing it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have it like
What are you
printed
talking
on the
about?
back
It's
of my
brand
hand.
new.
with
It just
tattoo.
came out in 2001.
Just came out 15 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so remember in Sauron's tower, he's got the ball like where the Hobbit has one, and he touches it and he sees the tree, and like Sauron's eyes can see through that big marble-looking ball or whatever you want to call it. It looks just like that, but it's like quarter-sized.
tiny.
When you touch it, only when you touch it. When you weren't touching it, it was kind of just looked like a bright white,
Kind of like solid.
But when you touched it, it turned into that color, and when it turned into that color, you feel kind of angry. And you get like these flash visions of fire in a volcano, and you see a face.
Is it Elijah
I'll
Wood?
show you what it looks like here. No, do not look on. Do not look on Twitch.
So fervently look at Twitch, right?
Well, you can if you want. I guess it's not that big of a deal.
Oh,
If you want to ruin the story.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm a good little girl.
Good little
Jared, what's that?
dragon.
I kid.
Sorry, I gotta
Good
take
little-
your token
good
and
little
bring it to this
dwagon.
tab.
Whoa.
There's a lot of pictures here. Those are all from previous. Those are the ones I want you to see. The one I want you to see is right here.
It's Omega. Whoa.
What's Omega?
It keeps flashing in your face, like just. And
I'm only I seeing this right now?
only you in your head.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Yeah, I just pulled your
It's not-
guy over there. So.
Okay. Damn, son. All right. Good deal.
Find this.
It's definitely radiating evil like a mofo. It's like you feel the evil radiating off this thing every time it flashes on you, and the next thing you know, you're on your ass and this thing's smoking.
Can I smell
That's what you get when you roll a
smoke?
one. The other
Did
things
he-
you find in this room are some very ancient things that you would be valuable, even like especially among the dwarves. like just ancient
My fucking granddad,
and stuff like that.
granddad.
There looks like there's a part of a tombstone that looks like it has some elven writing on it. That could have been like a part of a ruins or something that looks
snap! Can I read
very
it?
ancient and valuable, I guess.
Well, has your character even noticed this yet, Steph? Because I think this is Alex.
No, I'm just wondering if it's possible for me to read something like that.
Jared, I still can't
Probably.
see anything on my map. I don't know what you did to me.
You have to
Sometimes-
scroll around.
Yeah, you have to scroll around to find it.
Yeah. Oh, but
That's
Jared,
all-
I have a question. Sorry,
No,
just
go
a quick
ahead.
question. So earlier the translucent man gave me like this coin, and I kind of gave it back to him. Does that coin still exist?
Yes,
the
everything
game world?
is here that was there before except for him.
Okay. Okay. So just Vivian kind of like remembers just like how I just remembered about the coin and how
we'll say
unusual
he
it
had
was.
the coins in his hands when he got scared, dropped them on the ground, and they went everywhere, and then he fell back in the chair,
Okay.
so they're all over the place on the floor.
I'd like to collect a few of those coins because I found them to be, for some reason, useful information. I guess because it's such an unusual artifact, so I'd probably take a couple
Yes,
just
you
for...
Definitely would know, anybody who looks on this, that this is some sort of currency. You just don't know where and or what kind. You can
Yeah.
roll
So-
a history if you want to determine.
Oh, sure. Sure. Okay, so like I kind of be like, oh, Kate, hold on, I just remembered something, and I kind of went back into the thing to collect some of those coins.
Okay, yeah, the rolls are not in our favor tonight. I'm just going to say that.
I think that's the worst roll that Steph's done so far. She's been pretty good outside of that.
Yeah, but your knowledge guy is rolling bad, so...
Okay, so I haven't talked in 3 seconds, so I just had to say that.
So that's what you find, Engor. If there's anything in particular you're looking for that you would be looking for in a house, I'll let you know if you see it, because you see a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and
Am
list
I
it all
am I
out,
able
but-
to grab like the ancient text and part of the tombstone and sort of keep it for something maybe later? Am I allowed
Yes,
to like
you
put
were
that
able to
stuff in
grab it.
my
It looks like a
backpack?
fragment of like what would be a tombstone. So it's only like the size of your hand, but
Should I put that information documented in here somewhere in my backpack?
yeah, just
or
in your
something?
inventory, just on your inventory tab, just type it. Just put a fragment of an elven tomb or something or whatever. I'll know what you mean when you say it.
And then just the ancient scroll or something.
Oh my.
Yeah, the little we'll call it an opal because we don't know what it is. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Opal! Oh my god!
Does it matter how much it weighs or no, or how much it cost? Did like the
No, it's
price
zero
or-
weight. I mean,
Okay.
you can put 0 weight for both of those. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's like holding a rock in your pocket. It's
So as that happens, I sort of mention. I say,
Hey, Vivian, you think you could read what's on this tombstone?
as I sort of just take it, I still have it in my hand, just sort of show it to her and sort of say,
It looks to be some sort of elven language of sorts. And sort of just show it to her.
Oh, sure, I'm fluent in Elvish. Let's see if I can give it a read.
Oh yeah,
So,
I didn't even
what-
bother to ask if you could read Elven, Engor.
oh yeah, I just maybe I can, maybe I can't. I guess.
It's a mystery.
But
Well,
He can read it, but he just
I
wants
hope
to
that
translate
Vivian
it
can
for
read
some
Elven.
reason.
Yes, Vivian is fluent in Elven.
Yes,
I just say, oh, do you know what this says or something like that? I don't
so-
know if I actually know.
you're kind of getting I don't want to say mixed emotions, but like you're confused by this because it seems like it's some sort of ancient Elven writing, almost like we're talking 5 or
Latin.
6,000. No, for elves that's no time. We're talking like 50,000 years ago.
Oh, gee.
Like ancient.
6,000 years. I mean,
8
no,
million.
too short.
Well, I was-
7,000 years.
Yeah, the exact timeline isn't important. It's just what's long ago for an elf is what's important, and 50,000 years. is old.
54,363 years.
So it's
And
like a
90
dead language. 90, at least 3.
It looks very ancient, but the stone itself doesn't look that old. So that right there is kind of confusing to you, and you would know what something about Elven tombs, I would assume. But all it is the what's on this fragment is what appears to be part of an elven name. It says Liath, and like the name's cut off, so it's not the full name; it's just part of the name.
Okay.
And then it says forever, and then then it goes into the fragment, and then below that it says stabbed.
Okay. Oh.
You would obviously need all of the fragments to read the whole thing, so you're just getting like the first word of 3 sentences.
Was the translucent man a man or an elf? Was that established?
He was a man. He did not have pointy ears or anything like that.
Okay. Engor, this is... it's hard... Okay, this is old script, like old elvish, like even beyond. I'd say maybe at least 50,000 years or so. But this is weird. The tombstone itself looks fairly recent. I mean, not recent as in like, last week or anything, but too recent for it to have this manuscript. I can't read everything, but from what I gathered, part of a name, it's Liath, something about forever. I'm going to guess maybe forever loved or whatever. And below it says stabbed, which I assume was the death. However, it's elvish, and the man... I mean, I would assume this would link to the translucent ghost man we ironically killed, but...
Well, that's weird, because when you guys were outside, there was an opal sort of hovering over the floor, and I decided to touch it, and I remember when the old man talked about... he said something about a volcano of sorts in his rocking chair. I thought I overheard that. And when I touched it and kind of I'm not really too sure what all this means exactly, but I saw what I think was maybe a volcano of sorts. I think it kept flashing repeatedly in my face, and I don't know what it means, but this place is getting really weird, and
honestly, I'm very curious about this place. Between you and me, Kate has been rather spooked within recent events, so I'd say probably keep it down with the teasing a little bit. And honestly, I would like to explore this a little bit more, but I told Kade we'd be quick. So
I think we should try to make it as snappy as possible.
Alright, maybe we should bring Kade in and kind of fill him in the gaps, because this is intriguing, and probably take him inside where it's. I mean, granted, it's a ruined place, but it's probably better than being out in the open.
Perception checks again to hear something, but go ahead while you're doing
Perception. So I try to bring Kade into the room.
You don't yet.
Well, sorry.
I keep trying to interrupt. What is perception?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I'm rolling dog semen today.
I'm rolling even worse dog semen.
Oh, jeez. We are only second level, so go ahead.
That's true.
What were we gonna say?
While
Kade?
they were having that conversation,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what your opinion is on going back in time, basically, because while they were having that entire conversation, I wanted to do something with Oktook before they come out, fool me. So I'm obviously out there. Oktook's obviously out there. He's scratching his skull till he's bleeding to death, and just kind of like under my breath, I'm just like muttering like things. Like I'm just saying like. What the hell is taking so long? This is so stupid. Like, basically just really upset about this whole situation. Mm-hmm. And I keep looking at Oktook after I'm scanning the horizon.
Yeah,
he
looks really confused.
Like he's not even looking at me. Like, he's like looking at the
he's looking at the buildings
floor,
like, I really do not remember this building looking like this. I don't understand. And he's like scratching his head.
And as he does that, I say, hey. And I'm assuming that gets his attention.
Yeah, he's like, yes.
And I say, Clearly you don't really know what's going on here, but do you have any ideas, any information, something? Because we're literally walking in the dark. We shouldn't be doing that with our intel as well.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you more, but I am as much in the dark as you are. No pun intended.
So nothing. You literally know nothing that can help us.
Well, I rolled low. No, he's like, he's like, I do not know. I am in the dark. Again, no pun intended.
Okay. I look at that light out there in the distance, and can I use an investigation on it? See if I can't determine anything from it, or is
I would say perception. Investigation would be more like if you like had it in your hands and you wanted to investigate things on it.
Fuck it, I'll try.
At a distance, perception would probably be the better.
Hey, not terrible.
All right, yeah. You notice that it seems to be hovering. Like it's not just static; it's hovering up and down a little bit. And
can I discern
it is emitting a light
size?
And it seems to have like a facial expression on it. Like it looks like there's two indents where eyes could be, and like an indent where there could be a mouth. And so it looks actually like it could be something maybe living. Or
can I discern any sort of size about it, or is
yeah, I already said it's like the size of your fist.
Oh wow, so I got good eyes then if I can see a face from something the size of my fist.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's giving off a glow, so it's helping you see it, but because it's glowing. But
all right,
yeah,
well
yeah, it helps.
I've been looking at. I look back to Oktook, and he's back to like looking at a brick on the floor, just confused by.
Yeah, he's like
he recognize it.
When he was scratching his head, he found something got in his nails, and he's eating it out.
That's hot. Yeah, I look at him and I just shake my head and I go back to looking at the distance. And then at that point, these guys can.
He says, "Did you mention the orb to him?"
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, you looked over there, and he's like, "What are you looking at?"
Oh, okay. And I look at him like as confused as he's been looking for the past 45 minutes, where I'm like. What do you mean? What am I looking at? Like,
my goal is to get everybody in this party to be scratching their head simultaneously in confusion.
And I have to face palm as a dragon.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm confused because while it's not like a fucking like huge beacon, like it's clearly one of the only things glowing in the darkness.
Yes.
So I'm almost confused that he didn't notice it. And,
he does not seem to notice it.
I look at him and I look back out at the thing. And I look at him, and he's like, I don't want to speak for your character, but it seems like he's trying to look out there to see whatever it is I'm looking at.
He's
like,
an NPC. He's everybody's character, technically, so you can...
Okay, so he's trying to look where he thinks I'm looking, and I'm looking back and forth, and it clicks in my brain. Like, he fucking has no idea
he clearly...
what the hell... Like, yeah, he doesn't even see it. And I look back at it, and I just kind of grunt.
Oh... Grunting pixel. Meta joke. Okay, so back in the house. Again, now some of the other things you found in your those were the two like things that stuck out in your when you're investigating. There are like obviously he's got like food and cabinets for like he's got like two outfits and they're all like raggy and like kind of shredded, almost like he made them himself from like fragments of cloth here and there. So on one end, this guy looks poor, but on the other end, he's got all this stuff that's very valuable, at least to you guys. So there may be some confusion there. It's whatever. But other than that, it's just typical stuff that you would see in a small cottage. I'm not going to go through and describe every single thing, but if you imagine it being in a small little cottage, it's there. So,
Kade at this point is getting very, very impatient because I'm assuming it's been like probably 15 minutes since we've been at this house, and he turns and yells into the into the building, and he says, "What the hell is taking so long?"
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Okay,
take a
and then
step over
out-
here.
pops out Vivian, and she's like, Kade, you need to come in here and see this. This is...
See what?
Oh, the
everything.
perceptions.
We need to-
Sorry, I gotta. I almost forgot the reason why you guys rolled perceptions.
I fucking nailed that too.
I'm seeing 2 perceptions here. Oh, because that was the other one.
Yeah,
So 13. So Vivian,
Hi.
you think you hear? It's funny that you're the only one that hears this. It's the roll 20 is really making this unique. You think you hear a kid again, but this time it's almost sounds like he's saying, "Help me!"
Kade,
Now,
did
what
you
do
hear...
I notice with my 20?
Well, see, I did I make you roll 2 separate perceptions for some reason?
No, the first perception was me looking at the thing out in the distance, and then the second perception was the one.
Well, when I gave you all that description on the glowy thing, I was going off the 20. I thought you rolled the 20 for that.
Oh, well then, yeah, sure. I didn't notice
Sorry,
the other thing.
I
No, it's fine.
thought the first one was for the because I'd asked for that first. So, so yeah,
Maybe
she
it
would
was.
be the only
Maybe
one that
I'm
hears that. And you're like Oktook's talking
Yes.
loud and you're growling, so you didn't hear it. And Engor's in the house.
I'm
and,
growling.
yeah,
Well,
so-
I'm not growling anymore. That was as a main response.
Just when the
to
kid said
plot.
it, you were growling. We'll say. Anyways, doesn't matter why or how. It's
No,
just
I was-
Vivian, you're the only one that hears it.
Kade,
I was
did you hear that?
facepalm.
Kade, did
Don't
you hear
facepalm.
that? That voice.
And I still have not broken my eyes off the horizon, and I'm saying, yeah, I'm hearing a lot of voices.
I mean, no, the specific one that's crying for help is a little boy's voice. It probably was the boy that I saw when we came in. Did you not hear it? Engor, did you hear anything?
Oktook says
What?
he heard it. I heard the small child scream. I think he said, "Help me."
We need to. Okay. Can we? Okay. So like,
Can I-
I just want to like, can we take a moment and kind of like update Kade to like
Oh yeah, sure. Go
everything
ahead.
that's happened? Okay.
Vivian walks up to Kade and plays the last 15 minutes of the Twitch stream for him.
Yeah, I like kind of like
Here, check
no,
out
seriously, like Vivian
feed.
pretty much talks to Kade about the coin, the weird man and his behavior, the tombstone, and if Engor wants to talk about it, the mysterious pearl orb thing, you know.
Well, you know about that because he told you, so you could relay that to me.
I mean, yeah, okay, so yeah, I relayed it to Kade, so I relayed all the weird stuff that's happened, and I'm like, okay, Kade, I know this place is giving you the creeps, but one, someone needs our help, and two, I feel like these people or villagers or ghosts or whatever, they probably need this mystery solved or whatever. Like, you know, there's something about this place that's kind of calling me to solve it.
And as you finish that sentence, I'm still looking out at the horizon, and I say, it's not the ghost villagers that we should be worried about. What happened to the other inhabitants?
I don't know, but from what I'm hearing, that little boy or whatever might be an inhabitant that needs our help, and maybe perhaps if we're quick enough and we save him, he probably might provide some answers that we need about this village.
May I interject?
No!
Go on, Engor.
No way.
You're not allowed.
I have a feeling, and don't quote me on this, but
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
tonight be a good night. I think, what if the kids and the light over there in the distance have something to do with
Distance?
each other?
You don't see that.
I don't remember if you made the
Yeah.
check to see it or not.
Only, I think we both failed.
Yeah, they both
so then
failed.
you guys don't see
Oh,
it.
you
No,
both failed?
actually, it wasn't even that you failed. You guys were inside, and I was scanning the
Okay, well then
horizon.
roll to see
Yeah.
if you guys see it. Then
All right. Perception?
yes.
Perception.
Never
no one.
fails.
Boy.
Oh!
Damn!
Oh, Engor.
Engor.
All right, so
Hey, you see a fucking
nice.
light out there?
Yeah, you see the light, the facial expressions, all of this that I described to Kade, and
I love how I'm totally okay with this because it makes it funny. But I love that I've been out here for 15 minutes just scanning the horizon, and fucking Engor walks out of the building. Hey, you guys, can I interject? What the hell is that face blinking out in the distance?
yeah. Well, I mean, he lives in caves. I mean, he's lived in caves his whole lives. You know, I don't know, whatever. He
It's
just
just funny. I'm just like, well, what's the point of me being out here this whole time?
Nothing.
What's your
You're
prediction?
being here. It's nothing.
you
I know.
Yeah, you see the level of detail. I mean, you haven't. I mean, in Cade's defense, you haven't studied it as long as he has. So, you know, maybe you don't know exactly as much, but you do know that it is a fist-sized orb that has somewhat of facial features to it. So.
What light? Engor.
Oh, and also it's your
What
father.
light are you-
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Also, I don't think Engor mentioned the light yet. So.
Oh, I thought he just did, and then you kind of corrected him, and then okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just kidding.
Go ahead.
What,
Yeah.
That's so
what
good
was that in the distance? That looks a little creepy, if you ask me. What this kid has something to do with this light out there in the distance, Engor? You ever thought of that?
This light
Right, now you-
guys keep talking
about? light? I
don't see any
No. Yeah, you look at
Yeah,
the light, and you mentioned something about it.
Yeah, we
And
can
this
go ahead and say
actually
that
startled-
now that you're pointing it out, everybody kind of sees the light, but they're not going to see the detail you guys see.
Oh, okay.
So well, then why would he have not noticed it before?
Because it's
Maybe-
foggy, he wasn't looking in the right spot. He wasn't looking in the right place.
But I thought that Oktook was looking in the right. Okay, all right,
Well, it's Oktook. I mean,
okay, you got it. All right, keep going.
That's all I got, I think.
I just find it hard to believe that a shiny light in darkness is going to be hard to spot if people are pointing it
Maybe-
out. Maybe if you're
I
not
don't disagree.
actively looking, but if everybody's
I
actively
thought-
looking, I would say that at least they would see the light. Maybe not the detail.
Well, the reason that it became it was specific to me is because you said that I'm seeing flying semen that nobody else sees. So I didn't know if that was another thing that only my character would see. I didn't realize that that's there for
So then
everybody,
maybe I did make
especially when
everybody roll.
Oktook didn't see it.
So if nobody else saw it, then maybe I did make everybody roll. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but
Or what it was is I think you were outside. You were the only one that could see it. I told you to roll. So.
But I was also seeing the semen stuff before then, so that's why I assumed.
Oh, that
it
stuff.
was-
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's a different. That's
Okay,
a whole
I
different-
just
nobody but
that it-
you sees that stuff. This is
Oh, okay.
something completely different, which is why it has an indicator on the map and those things do not.
fucking re.
oh, I think we should go investigate this light up ahead. Maybe it has some clues as to where this child is.
All right. Well, it is a light source, and I mean, it's the only direction, like only way forward in this. Kade, are you comfortable enough to do this?
Of course
I mean, I
is.
can't-
He is a dragonborn. He doesn't know fear. As Oktook kind of like sticks his chest out and walks forward a little bit, and then looks behind him, waiting for you guys to follow.
And,
All right,
and
let's
when-
go
when
investigate that.
when-
Hey, eat. You. What?
What?
Ooh.
All right. I guess we're going in. We're going. Am I behind Oktook? Am I in front of him?
It doesn't.
Who's
matter.
leading?
Yeah, just Oktook kind
Steph
of took the lead for a
or
little bit.
Engor?
You guys can march in any order you want. It's not that important. It's only important when you're initiative.
I'm in the very back. Like I am the rear of the train.
Come on, lads,
Okay.
let's go see what we got.
Immediately, as you walk across this bridge, this may look like stone to you, but it's supposed to be a river. It is dark black, and it
Like
moves.
blood?
And it has the viscosity of like lava. It seems to flow like very
Whoa.
slow and gloopy, but it clearly looks like a river. And it has this odd stink to it. It smells like death, farts, and fairies. No, I'm just kidding. It smells.
Death.
Hey, Oktook, you shit yourself.
My bad, but that was like an hour ago.
It smells like grandma's home cooking.
Can I roll an investigation on that bad boy?
I'm gonna go ahead and say you can, but you're actually gonna get into this stuff. If you're, I mean, like, what are you trying to investigate with this river exactly?
I don't know. I don't know. I was wondering if I could figure out
see
more
further into it, maybe.
No,
That
like
would be
just maybe trying to figure out more, like more precisely what it actually is outside of just a black lava type liquid.
You could always try to get close to it and
Give
see
me a
if
knowledge
it's fucking
nature.
hot.
Knowledge nature. Anybody who has it can roll, or just nature. Sorry, can roll. And well, the rolls are starting to get a little better.
Nature versus nurture.
Engor, you don't know what this is. Vivian, you know that this is not anything you've ever seen before in nature, but you have heard of the river Styx, STX, and it seems it seems to be a river that flows in between plains. And it is very unnatural. That's why a nature would is warranted here, because it's against. Kind of goes
Seriously,
against nature.
I was legit gonna make a joke about the river Styx
It's a real well. This
Hades,
kind of.
and that is crazy coincidence. Okay, so yeah, I see that, and I'm just kind of like going in shock, like, guys, this isn't a normal river.
I think they got that much. Oktook's like, no, duh. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, duh.
Get fucking shreked, I say to the back.
How much do you guys know about different planes of existence?
Yeah, that's why I rolled Arcana. Oktook's like, I know a bit, and you guys can roll Arcana too if you want to. That's if you want to know a little bit more about the planes.
Damn.
Natchy 20.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh, you're not trained in it though, are you? So that it's actually, I didn't say disadvantage, so I'll give you that one. All right. So, Vivian, you know that the river Styx flows through every single lower plane. Well, actually, it's the story goes, or from your readings, that it either flows through all of the lower planes or it flows through all of the planes. It's not very clear in your knowledge base or your memory or whatever. But it is said to be a riverway that carries souls from the material plane or from one plane to another. It's said to be the only physical way you can get from one plane to another. And it's supposed to house souls. But also, with your knowledge, it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to see the souls, like they glow, and they and the river's more purplish from your knowledge, not black. So this could be it, but it doesn't match your knowledge of it. And Engor, you just know that it's a river that goes through plains. You don't know which plains but supposedly it exists in several planes.
Did Kade roll, or?
I didn't, because I'm not even on the bridge yet.
Okay, all right.
I'm still, like, you guys are on the bridge. I'm like getting on it right now.
Okay,
That's
so
fine. You
I
can
kind of
roll
like go.
just so you don't have to roll later, and then when you get there, you'll know. But
So I kind of call over Engor, and I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, go ahead. I wasn't going to say
Okay, so I kind of call over Engor and Oktook, and I'm like, so I think this cloud is. I think we are going through an event that is kind of not merging our different layers of existence together, but kind of like, how do I put this? This is what I believe maybe is the river Styx. Not all the details match, but from what I've heard is that this is supposed to be a river that's supposed to, transcend different planes of existence, like the lower tiers and such like that. which probably explains what we seeing like ghost-like people and hearing whispers and things like that. But I think this cloud.
This was just a creek when last time I was here.
I think. Okay, have you guys seen like this is like outside? Have you seen like Spirited Away? Have any of you seen Spirited Away?
No,
I have not.
No.
I
my
did
God.
when I was like 3.5 months old.
Okay, because Spirited Away, this is literally like what happens where like it wasn't a river. The little girl that like passed through it was like a rolling sea of like plains. And at night, it became a river, and that's when all the spirits kind of, like, showed up and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, all of a sudden, like, I think we're in between planes of existence right now. I think this fog is kind of like a thin veil that allows almost like a doorway between...
All right.
Saw the movie once.
As you've been saying this, you're talking about the River Styx, you know, evil going through different planes.
It's not
Kade
evil,
has
it's
obviously-
just dead people.
Cade has been obviously right behind you guys, so he hears everything you say. And as soon as, like, literally, as soon as you finish, you know, closing your mouth on the last word, he kind of gets close to the group and he says, "What the fuck are we doing here? The River Styx? Are you kidding me?"
It's fascinating. Look at this. Has any other mortal been able to?
You know
like,
what's not going to be fascinating? When we get fucking gutted alive by whatever the hell brought us here.
Nothing has harmed us yet. Why?
Yet!
Listen, this could be just something we don't completely understand yet. It doesn't exactly mean something malicious. I mean, granted, we did hear a boy scream for help, which we probably should get going, but still, this is...
Tell me what else it's gonna be. Why the hell else is this here? I doubt
don't
whatever's
know.
out there wants to give us a fucking knowledge lesson.
But you know what? I think we should investigate further, because what if this isn't the only village? What if this spreads? We have to find as much information as we can, just in case, I don't know, maybe this spreads. Maybe we'll find some clue or something to help us later to stop it, or maybe, you know... Oh, you see what I'm saying, Cade? This is an opportunity.
I'm gonna do something that you guys might not be super happy with.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna-
That's generally how it works.
You don't
That's
need
generally how
to.
Kate
You don't
is.
need to explain why you're doing something. Just we all know you're playing your character. Just say I'm doing
I'm
it.
gonna roll an intimidation, and let's hope it's good.
Okay. Oktook
Okay.
cannot write fast enough. He's writing down like crazy. He's writing all this down in his book.
Would you say that's a successful intimidation, or does Steph have to roll a save?
It's against their will. They have to make a will save. Or yeah.
Okay, what's
It's on your core tab.
Stat.
okay? It's not will. I know it's not will. What is it?
Wisdom.
It's
Sorry.
wisdom. Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
He's got
I
me
just keep-
calling it Will now at this point.
Yeah, it's been playing 3.5 too long.
So the 14. Well, technically that doesn't apply to you, Alex, but sure. Okay, so I succeed on Steph then, right? At least.
Yes.
I get right up in her face, very, you know, like uncomfortably close, like literally as I'm breathing out, like she's getting the moisture on her face because I'm that close to her face, and I say, "I am not fucking dying for no small village."
Language. There's children around.
Yeah, they're currently dying. So
Okay, fine. What do you want to do then? Since you're not, you know, Peachy King dying. You know, I'm not a big fan of dying either, but...
well, should we apply the intimidation to Alex and Oktook as well? Because I mean, Alex technically matches with me, so he wouldn't be intimidated, right?
No, yeah, you're right. I didn't know like exactly what you were doing. If you're like grabbing
I was
her
just
and
trying-
getting in her face, then yeah, it would only apply to her.
Well, technically, I'm saying it to her, but they can clearly hear it. We're all standing right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like look around,
Alex-
saying it to everybody. But,
Yeah, Vivian's
Yeah,
kind of
Alex
like a
might
little
not be-
upset that,
Yeah,
you know...
yeah. So Steph might have backed down, but Alex might have not been phased and say, "Listen, we're fucking, you know, keep going." Like, if you want to play, Al,
I do.
it's up to
I
you.
would surely like to.
It's up to you, buddy.
Listen here, Kate. I understand your concern. We've gotten this far. I honestly think we should just... Honestly, not trying to sound like, you know, like I'm stronger than you or anything like that, because clearly I'm not. Just a little fucking dwarf, for God's sakes. But what's the hurt to just checking some things out, getting our supplies, and leaving, you know? I mean, worst case, we get the fuck out of here as quick as we can, you know?
Can I roll?
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, sorry.
What do you think,
Did you see that, guys?
Let's see what happened.
The thing moved.
Oh, I didn't see it. It didn't happen on my screen. Can I roll a
It
persuasion?
did, but it was covered by my
Oh, it just happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I roll a persuasion?
yeah, if you want.
Oh, I'm just asking the GM. He hasn't responded.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can you can. What do you? I mean,
because like
you guys
I
don't
was just
have to
trying to
roll. I mean,
persuade-
you could just role play it, and if you make
Oh,
a
okay.
persuasive argument, they
Okay.
can be persuaded. You know, not everything has to be decided by roll. If you're really trying to, if you're undecided, then that's when I think the rolls should enforce. Like the less you roll, the better, as far as I'm
Okay.
concerned. So.
Yeah, you can try to persuade me.
all right. Please.
Remember,
Kate.
Cade's scared. Like he's not trying to be a dick.
No, I
He's
understand.
scared.
No,
He wants
I
to get out.
completely I guess not empathize. I guess like I understand where he's come from. So it's like
That's empathy.
so yeah, okay. So it's like, Kate, listen, we are not trying to endanger ourselves. Listen. There are people who are in danger here, and we're just doing the best we can to, you know, make right with the situation. We'll look out for each other. We'll keep in each other's sights. You know, we'll make sure we're within each other's reach and all that. And if anything happens, you know you have us to help you. And, you know, hopefully it's the other way around as well. Right now, all I'm hearing is somebody crying out for help. We have this weirdness going on. You can't just ignore that, Kate. You can't run.
I as you've been talking, I've stood up and, you know, pulled myself away from you. I'm scanning the horizon, and when you finish saying what you were saying, I say, we get the kid and then we leave. Nothing else.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
We can't forget our supplies, all right?
We'll
Oh.
find a different place.
No, we can't. Kate, you know, you gotta understand, Oktook said this is the last place we can find them, so we really need to get our stuff and can continue on, right? Can't be starving.
You better
to death.
hope that we find it before we get the kid.
Oh, so if we get the kid, we're just gonna leave and starve ourselves. Oh, come on now, Kate. Let's be realistic.
Once we get the kid, I'm leaving. You can follow me or you can stay, but I'm not staying in here a second longer than I have to.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Kate, but we
This
really
isn't
need
up
us.
for discussion.
All right, well, I guess you could do what you wish, my good man. Just trying to shed a little light on the situation.
At this point, I have started walking, continuing through the
A
bridge.
kid runs and jumps in your arms. Now what do you do?
I've continued on the bridge. Like I like you're talking that final thing, and I'm just like walking past you. Like I'm just moving on out.
Moving on up. Moving on up.
Man, on up.
Okay. All right, that was weird.
What was weird?
My computer just like started like this black
Oh.
window started popping up real quick.
I thought our role playing was weird.
No. Your role playing is perfect as far as I'm concerned.
Playing is something.
I put a picture on here. I don't know what happened to it. All right. Well, anyways, you guys see that this house right here is the house of like maybe a farmer or something. As you look, I don't know if you guys can see back here where I'm pinging, but it looks like there's fields of like, you know, just various crops and stuff. But here, let me see how far you guys can see, because this is. Oh, you guys can't see shit. Yeah, never mind. But you do know that this house in front of it has like a setup where they looks like they were selling some food. The food all looks rotted.
Hmm.
And there's like
Looks like
flies
it's no
buzzing
dice.
around it. Ghost flies. You can see through the flies. No, I'm just kidding.
Looks like-
I'm like looking at this food like pretty closely.
Yeah, you've probably had
And,
worse though.
I start growling again. I am very displeased with the fact that the food is fucked.
Food is
Engor,
fucked.
I think we probably will have, no pun intended, rotten luck with finding food supplies.
Good
here.
pun.
It's like good pun. Must write that.
Yeah,
one
he writes
down.
it down. He flips to a different page in his book where he has all his puns written down.
It
Writes
just
down.
says puns written on the top.
Yeah.
But it's spelled.
It's spelled wrong.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So we probably, I guess this place has been like this for a while then. Alright, so we probably might not have any luck finding food, but at least we could, I don't know, maybe find some tools if we come across. I guess we should keep our priority in finding the kid, knowing now that supply run is a little dry.
I take a look at Vivian, and I say, "You hear the kid. I don't. Where is he?"
Sounded
Well,
like it came from this direction. I don't know if you guys can see that.
oh yeah, I can see that. It looks like it's coming up. Yeah, there, the little arrow that you guys saw. It's north. What was it? Like northeast.
That's
Coming up.
I say,
You guys have never seen a
I
better arrow than that. Look at that.
Yeah, just follow me. And
That's
walk
pretty
in.
hot.
Yeah.
yeah, as you talk about where it is, I just say, then what the hell are we waiting for?
You see Oktook take some of the rotten fruit, just eat it, and like a
God.
maggot comes out of it. He's like,
Oh.
Oktook think
he
tastes
eats-
good.
He eats some of the flies, and we can see him like glowing in his chest.
Actually, the flies fly
God.
away from him. They don't even want to be a part of his nastiness. They just like die.
okay.
Okay, so as you get up here, you see right here. I don't know if your character can see that far or not. I keep forgetting how far you guys can see. Okay, there you go.
Very,
Right
very
there.
short. Like pretty much 3 blocks on either side. Is pretty much what we.
I got 2 pictures
I've walked
here.
towards it though. I've walked towards
That's
it.
why
so I'm
I
like,
said just look at the character and then pick 3 blocks on either side, and that's about as far as we can see.
Kate, Engor, I think I found the child or the kid or whatever.
There's actually 2 children.
I think I found the fucking kid.
There's 2 of them.
This is one.
Why is one of them? Why does one of them?
I typed in kid, and these are the pictures I got.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the other kid doesn't actually have a beard. I just thought that was funny. But they're sitting there, and they're like kind of like they're cowering down next to this well, and this well looks like it's seen better days.
Okay, Vivian kind of like cautiously approaches the kids, and she's like, "Oh, hi, hello,
Oh, yeah,
hey."
no, I'm sorry, and they've
Don't
got
worry.
like their head tucked into their knees, kind of like the tornado drill when you're in elementary school when they had to get in
And
the
they're
home.
not.
Yeah, so
They're not transparent.
they are.
They are.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh god, this is just like the old man in the cabin that we saw. So Vivian kind of like comes a little close, and she kind of tries to put her
As-
hand on one of them, and she's kind of like, "Sweetheart, are you all right? Don't worry,
As
we're
you-
here to help." Sorry.
As you were going in for it, Cade put his hand on you to stop you for a second,
Sorry.
and I lean in, and I've been looking around, and I lean into your ear, and I just say, "This is a trap."
Can I roll a perception?
Oh, you can roll an insight if you think it's a
Insight,
trap.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid. Something seems odd about this for sure. The kid says, Did the man come to save me? And again, their heads are down in their knees. They haven't shown you their faces or anything yet.
Well,
What did Steph learn off that insight?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, they definitely something seems off, for sure. There's like you're like this is maybe Kade could possibly be right. You don't know. It just doesn't seem.
Okay.
It seems odd.
Gut feeling.
Yeah, you're getting that gut feeling like, all right, this isn't how. Kids...
And what did the kid say?
He says, "Did he come to save me?" And like without looking, he points to Kade.
We all came to save you two. I mean, are you alright? Do you need help? What's been going on?
So we're saving ghosts now.
Well, I mean, they're just people without bodies. Alright?
An interesting way of putting a ghost.
Yeah.
I like it.
He says, prove it. And he reaches out his hand towards Kade, and he's like, help me.
Okay. I'm having funny feelings. I mean, I know you
You're
I can't see why you would. I mean, this seems perfectly normal to me, but whatever.
Is there any way that we can help you with that without...
I want him to save
Holding
me.
your hand.
I want him to save me.
Wait, why do you want him specifically?
He just keeps stretching out to Kade.
But he still isn't looking at me.
He's still not
just
looking.
pointing.
Oh, that's creepy.
I actually, Kade tests this because obviously it's wrong. Obviously he's been like freaked out from the start. But just out of just a sheer curiosity, Kade takes a couple paces in a different direction to see if the kid's hand or finger follows and tracks his movement. And then you tell me whether or not it does.
So like, okay, so you're just like kind of like moving back and forth to see if it's like almost as
Yeah,
if like
I'm
the
just-
eyes are like
I'm just
looking at you, or the hands are looking at
Well,
you.
yeah, if I'm seeing, if his hand, like if he can see me without looking.
No, the hand's just kind of outstretched. Like, I mean, you could move 5 feet away, 10 feet away, and it's just still kind of outstretched in your
The
general
same
direction,
location.
but it's not like following you or anything like that.
So
But
if I were to
somehow
move
he
180
knew
degrees,
where to,
yeah, okay,
you know.
okay.
So you guys see Kade like dodging in and back and forth in like a 180 degree, like, yeah, okay, wait, am I over here now? Where am I?
Trust me, it's much more precise and subtle
And manly.
Yeah.
So Vivian's like, ghost, not ghost, but she kind of like looks at the kid and she's like, "What do you need saving from?
The bad man.
Who's attacking you?
The bad man.
The bad man. Who's the bad man?"
The bad man. He comes and he hurts.
Sounds kind of hot.
Yeah.
Call him daddy on the weekends. You know.
It hurts when he comes.
It doesn't hurt until he comes.
Oh my god.
This is really gross considering we're using kids.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't do that. You guys. That's
That
all
was
you.
that joke was targeted strictly for Jared Fogle.
That's the other Jared. That's not me. So.
Yeah.
I sort of
Full circle. Full circle.
for circle. I sort of walked down. I walked to the other president kid, and I sort
Yeah,
of
it's like Republican Party's got the the elephant.
Yeah.
It says Trump for
yeah.
president. No, I'm just kidding.
He's got the red tie on, so I'm considering
Make
him as a
America
Republican.
great again.
Yeah.
I just sort of I sort of look at the other kid and I say, "Hey, what's going on here, lad? You all right?"
He's like, I already saw you. I want him to save me. And
Wait, are you talking about Engor? That pearl thing? Is that connected? You think somehow?
Honestly,
it's not really the face that I saw in the visions when I grasped it, but
Well, he's got his head tucked in his knees too, so we're not really seeing any
Engor,
phases.
listen.
If we're just being 100% clear.
Excuse me, when did you see me last, lad? Just trying to get a better picture of what you mean.
He says he just blatantly ignores that and says, "I want him to save me."
Why do you
The one
want
with
Kade
scales.
Can I pull out my opal and see if it provides any information?
Everybody
if
can
I
roll
an
insight at this point. Another insight.
Okay. Whoop.
The DC is 18.
Oh, good.
I didn't get it.
Oh, I'm like 1 point shy. Oh, we didn't get it at all.
You have
You
action
got it.
points, guys.
No,
if you
because
need 'em. Don't forget about those things. I'm not
how many
saying
action-
now would be a time to use them. I'm just saying don't forget you have them if you ever want to
Yeah,
use
no,
them.
I don't. I just only have 1 action point, so it's like, I'm not in trouble yet.
Okay, so Kade,
As I sort of just walk over, I just sort of will just kind of stumble over to Kade.
what do you think about the situation? Are you feeling a little? Are you gonna help him or extend out your arm? Or what do you think we should do? You are the one they're looking for.
you really don't think this is a trap.
That's a trap.
Engor, I think this is not right. I have a feeling this is all one entity trying to gain access to the Dragonborn. You know, this mysterious creature thing. I mean, sorry, no offense, but you know what I mean. You're a rarity. One of a kind.
My
You're unique.
feelings hurt.
No, you're unique. Just, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Is that a racial joke?
As you finish up that sentence, Steph, I actually kind of, I'm trying to think of the best way to visually describe this. You think of
Stab him in
two
the neck?
people talking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Think of two people talking face to face and what somebody would do as they kind of shoved through and passed between them. I do that type of movement and get in front of you guys towards the kid, and I say, "Why me?"
Because
But I'm still far away from the kid. I haven't touched his hand or anything.
he says, "Because your face is the hardest one to see."
What the hell does
Yeah,
that
it's
mean?
freaking creepy as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
And then Engor is like, "That's pretty cute, coming from the kids that haven't even shown us their face."
Roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
I actually don't approve of you to be role-playing my character, but
Okay.
Get
All right. I will
now,
deduct
it's
an
not-
action point from my infinite
I don't approve
allotment
of
of
that.
action points.
I use an action point to make him okay with me role playing for his character. Okay.
you probably should roll an insight for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Wait, I roll another insight?
No.
no.
We were all just that was the whole joke the whole time.
Oh,
did I
like
never
jokes.
tell you guys the result of the insight?
No.
Oh, no.
My bad. So yeah, the 17, Vivian, you are getting the intentions that their motives have went from innocent to evil. The rest of you guys are clueless.
Okay.
Okay, so
Engor.
I still ask the question. Do they
Oh,
never say anything? Because
you know what?
they
The
said
DC
your
was 18,
face is the
wasn't it?
hardest.
Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyways, go ahead.
You said that their faces are the hardest, or that my face is the hardest to see,
Mm-hmm.
and then I said, "What the hell does that mean?" Do they not reply at all?
They say, I'm trying to word it the best way that they would word it. The light, or whoa, geez, that was not a kid voice. The light shadows your demon soul. Sorry
what
about
just
that.
happened?
I'm a little hungry.
Oh,
no.
Oh, you're
he's
making
like,
a joke. Okay.
Yes, make a joke. Sorry.
I thought you were revealing the demon.
No. He's like, We do not see with our eyes. And he's reaching out for you.
Oh my god, they're viewing us through the orbs. The orbs... The orbs of light, you know?
Give
one orb.
Give yourself an action point, Vivian. That's
Yay!
Now use that action point to let me play for Alex's character.
Yeah, okay. Kate and Engor. I'm sure Kate is going to rub this in our faces for the next couple of weeks, but we need to leave right now. There's nothing for us here. If anything, this is a warning. We need...
as you're saying all that stuff, like you've been talking, but Cade has been, his eyes are fixed on these two kids, like he's clearly not really listening, and I interrupt by yelling at them and saying, "So what? My face is the hardest to see. What does that have to do with anything? How does that mean I save you?"
We must see your face.
Cade, let's go.
So now we're gonna leave? After all this? After I've been saying this for, I don't know how long you've been here. Minutes?
Well, you know what they say, hindsight.
Do not leave without us. And then he kind of like scoots his butt over an inch, and still's reaching out for you. He's like, "Please."
How the hell am I supposed to save you?
He says, "Reach out your hand." He's like,
That's
he's
not
been reaching
gonna
out this whole time. He's like, "Please, please save me."
That's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna do something I don't think people are gonna like.
You are a mean man. You are a mean dragon skin.
There's nothing better because I had
telling
this
on
exact
you.
situation last episode. There's nothing better than the sentence, "I'm going to do something that people probably aren't." That is my favorite sentence in the D&D.
Wait a second. Wait. So just to clarify though, are these kids? I forget if it was mentioned or not. Are these kids ghosts? Or are they actual?
Yes, you can see through them.
Okay. Then maybe I take that back. But I don't know what I'm going to do.
You're gonna kill it.
I was thinking about it.
I'll give you guys one more Arcana roll, and then that's it for the Arcana rolls for this particular thing.
I actually thought that you were gonna reach out and grab the kid's hand. Damn! That Arcana roll.
That Arcana me roll.
Arcana.
Vivian and Engor.
27.
Oh, wait, I'm waiting for.
Did I click it? Oh.
Okay. All right. So don't worry, you'll get an opportunity to do your rogue things, Cade. This is kind of a. Anyways, the Vivian and Engor, you guys, for whatever reason, you're just like, wait a minute. This seems an awful lot like the ethereal plane. This is in your readings, or your great grandpop told you, for whatever reason, the stories you heard say that things seem different in the ethereal plane. It's basically, the ethereal plane is where your soul goes when you die. It's where the soul resides in D&D lore, or at least in my D&D lore. So it's essentially the plane where the dead live.
As a heaven or like a purgatory?
So it's kind of it's just a plane of existence where like ghosts and stuff and various things that are residents of the ethereal plane reside. If you die, your soul could go to any number of planes of existence, depending on, if you worship Palor or whatever, you could go to, Arcadia or whatever, or you could, if you worship, it just depends. So if you actually don't know, you don't have enough knowledge to know how people get into the ethereal plane. You just know that it's like filled with spirits and whatnot, and they seem to be the ones who fill up the majority of it.
Which religion does this ethereal plane? Or
there is only one ethereal plane, and it's not what religion. It's just it's a plane of existence. Like the material plane is like all of the planes of existence, like where they all meet together, and that's why spirits and like all of the elemental like fire and stuff. That's why it all exists in the material plane because they all kind of meet here. This is just a part of the planes, so it's separate, but it exists in the material plane. If that makes sense.
Yeah. They learn about
essentially looking in the fifth dimension, if you will. It's kind of getting into like the other dimensions of existence, and so. The question is that would probably go through your mind with your roles is whether or not you're in the ethereal plane or they're in the ethereal plane.
I think we're like at the point where we kind of converge and things overlap. That's my opinion on it. If anything, we're on their. You know what? Yeah. I think we're on their turf. Methinks. You know, we kind of just we step through a puddle, and that puddle, you know, gave us a little peek at the window. So, okay, Kade, I think we're at a disadvantage here.
You don't say.
Okay, go ahead. You know what? I completely deserve it. You were right. I was wrong. My curiosity got the better of me. But what concerns me, though, is that this is the kind of thing that can happen and engulf an entire village. That seemed normal, according to Oktook, last time he visited.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say we probably sneak our way out of here, kind of...
Help us leave this place, please.
After Steph says that we should probably sneak out of here, I say, "Oh yeah, they're just gonna let us leave. I'm sure that's gonna happen."
Well, would you rather attempt to leave or shake his hand?
Shake my hand.
I look back at the kid and I growl. And
don't hurt me.
Oh. Okay, do you think your knife would work on that?
He inches back over towards the well a little bit.
Okay,
can I use an investigation to kind of like see if I can't learn anything from these kiddies or something?
What are you trying to like? Is it what are you trying to?
I mean, they're clearly spirits, but maybe there's something that they
that would be an insight, probably.
Why the hell did I get proficient in investigation?
The knowledge arcana told you a good amount. It probably doesn't feel like it, but it's actually a lot of information.
Well, screw it. I'm gonna roll insight just for shits and giggles.
I think
they seem like they want to be helped. Maybe prisoners trapped.
Wait, Kade, I think what this is some kind of demon or something that's stuck in this plane of existence, and you being Dragonborn is the only person capable of bringing people back and forth to different planes. I know it's a wild guess, but think about it.
Hold on. I think I'm having a little something here. The original man we were talking to was talking about... I think an emperor in a volcano somewhere. I have a feeling he's the ruler of this place. Considering, the man was mentioning and sort of laughing when we didn't know who he was. I do have a feeling he is sort of keeping these spirits hostage.
They start crying when you mention the emperor.
It has to be. Right, but what if the malicious spirit's being held captive by even more malicious spirit? We don't know. Remember, not everything is what it seems.
A malicious spirit can keep people hostage in the ethereal plane?
Maybe he's not a spirit, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not going to answer that.
Because think about it, like Hades or whatever, like Dante's Inferno, for example, like, they would keep, a giant, like, god or spirit or whatever would keep people.
It has to be something with the emperor.
And as you guys are talking about this, I sort of wander over to this ball of light.
Mm-hmm. It immediately tries to stay like at least 15 feet away from you.
So you can never reach it.
It's trying.
As this is all happening, I just sort of wander over here and I sort of speak out like, "Hey, you there? I know you can see me. Can you hear me? Or anything?" Clearly not.
Well, as he's running off and doing that, Steph had said something about, you know, them being trapped and saving them and stuff like that. And I respond to Steph and I say, okay, let's say that they are. Let's say that something has these souls trapped. What the hell am I supposed to do about it?
Well, they obviously want you to ferry them back to the material plane or whatever plane they want to be. However,
assuming that these are actually innocent and we're not bringing something evil back, and even if we do bring their souls to the material plane, what are they just gonna form bodies?
okay,
We'll just end up right back here.
Well, here's the thing, Kade. I have no intention of ferrying dead people back to the material plane. People belong in their existence planes because that's just how things end. We don't mess with that. Okay. Obviously, we came into this village thinking it probably might have been cast with some kind of spell or something because, I don't know, somebody was trying to bake a cake and ruined it. But but obviously it seems like we entered through a different plane of existence and we're dealing with something completely out of our league. So, now that we've gathered this information, and I have no intention on bringing mysterious... By the way, I'm having a really bad gut feeling that these aren't innocent souls. I have no...
fucking say.
Yes, okay, I got with the sarcasm. You're right. You can rub it in once we're out here safely. Now, I'd say now is a good time as any to leave right now. We've learned a lot here. We've got our lessons.
Don't leave.
You know, listen, obviously we...
As she's saying that, the kid says, don't leave. And I put my hand up to her. And I say, we satiated your curiosity before, and now we're going to satiate mine. And I turn towards the kid.
Kade, listen to me. These are malicious spirits.
I turn towards the kid.
Kade!
And I take a step closer, and I say, what do you want?
Oh, sorry, too close.
Who do you serve?
Says, what are you talking about? Just save me.
Save you from what?
From the Emperor.
And how am I supposed to do that?
Just touch my hand.
How is that gonna
Pick me up and take me with you out of this place.
If you want to come, then you follow behind. But I'm not touching your hand.
We can't leave.
And my touch is gonna allow that?
Yes. Touch of the faceless man.
Why?
He called you a faceless
Doesn't seem to answer that question.
I said why!
I don't know. Don't kill me.
Hey, Kate, I don't think scaring them is going to help. But I honestly do have a feeling that these kids are actually in some real danger here.
Can I intimidate the kid?
I think you feel like you're succeeding on that already.
Kade, I don't think these are children. Hey, listen, this is... Actually, it seems a little bit out of character.
So I've intimidated them successfully, according to you, right?
They seem terrified, but he's still reaching out to you.
Okay. Can I use some insight to see if they're genuine or not?
All right, yeah,
or
sure,
attempt
that's
to?
fine. I'm not used to so many insights on one
It's the last
in one conversation.
It's been a long conversation.
Yeah. Is that 15 it?
15 hit.
All right, well.
Yeah, that 15's it. That's the latest one.
Yeah, you feel like this something just isn't right. You don't feel Like
Something isn't right about the kids. Or
yeah,
the
like I
situation?
mean, he's saying that he's scared and stuck and needs your help, but you're just getting the feeling that his intentions aren't as innocent as you would think, or as he's trying to lead on.
God, my morbid curiosity makes me want to just grab that kid's hand, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
That's not what you want to do. It's what your character would do. You can roll a will save too if you want.
Huh?
You can roll a will save if like you're torn, like you don't know what your character would do. A wisdom save, sorry.
I know what I know what my character do. This is just my personal morbid curiosity.
Gotcha.
So I intimidated the kid. The kid backed away. Engor said that. I now have the feeling that the kids aren't genuine. And I look to Engor and I look to Vivian, and I say, "Come on, we're out of here." And we start.
All right. One question, Kade. That knife of yours, does it only affect mortals?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
There's 2 kids, right?
So you're telling me that I should kill a kid?
We need a paladin in this group.
The girl who just reamed me, but I don't know how long we've been traveling, a month back for killing the guy on the cross. Really?
Well,
Sure, I get it. We both have a bad feeling. But you really think that I'm going to try to stab a child's soul over our bad
Don't
feeling?
stab me.
I just
As this is all happening, I'm just
feeling
kinda just-
it's
go
not
ahead.
a child. You don't have to do it. It's just a thought, Kade. I'm not persuading you to do it.
I
I
reach-
don't want
Sneaky
you
little
to do
bitch.
it.
While,
Here's the
while,
thing, Kade,
while
I
you're
don't
doing
want
it,
you.
while you're doing it, I reach towards my my scale and I pull it off of my body. My scale knife. Somebody is going ham.
Yeah.
And I literally hold it out to you, and I have it like able to hand it to you, and I say, "You want to do it? You give it a shot, but I'm not killing a kid."
I respect your decision. I'm not going to do it. This is all just theorizing, thinking. If you don't want to do it, I don't want to do it.
I hold the knife out to Engor, and then, even though he's like halfway across.
You look back,
I'm
and
not
for whatever
gonna-
reason, Cade's holding the knife out to you
You're
from
just like, huh?
95 feet away.
95 feet.
I can't
Come
even-
grab
I
this,
can't
grab
even-
this, grab this.
Alex,
grab this.
Alex is just waving because he thinks that's what I'm doing from that far. Like he can't see it.
It's like, oh yeah. You guys haven't been traveling together that long.
Anyway. Alright, Kade, come on. I guess we're done here.
Engor, give me a perception. Sorry, I'm only one person. I get wrapped up in the majority, and sometimes
Fuck
I
me,
forget.
dick. God damn it.
All right,
Fuck.
never mind.
Well,
tried
now,
to- I
one,
tried to-
I want something interesting to happen for a critical failure. We've yet to have an interesting critical failure yet.
Yeah, on skill checks, there really technically isn't a critical success and a critical failure.
Damn.
You're just getting the lowest roll and the highest roll. But I could just say that you like trip and like your face falls in the dirt and like you get dirt in your eyes or something.
I just
I'm
want
okay
him
with
to
that, but-
get his favorite color, just something like obscure and random.
If you roll critical, you're also welcome to put whatever flair on it and say, "Oh crap, I fell on my face."
Yeah,
with
you know,
dirt
let's
eyes,"
do that.
so.
Al, you decide what happened with your critical. Let's let Al.
So as I'm sort of like running my stubby little legs over to see what this orb is all about, because I kind of just want to know exactly what it is more. There's this in like this dirt pile right here. It's kind of rooty. There's kind of like a couple maybe like some.
Yeah, there's
some
like
stray
16 dead
tree
bodies
roots.
there laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like some tree roots or something there that I don't really know because I'm just following this like very bright light that I'm seeing and I'm like, oh, I need to know what this is. I'm like sort of just running like, ugh, ugh, ugh. And then like as I'm about to get to it, I don't really notice the roots, and my right foot just sort of gets stuck underneath them. I'm like, what? And then like all of a sudden like
It's a banana peel.
yeah, so I just sort of fall forward and I'm like, God damn it, son of a whoa, oh fuck me, and then I like
you
fall down.
think you hear a chuckle from over here. Like it sounds very like the
over
high
there?
pitched like tee, like I can't obviously do
From
it,
the
but
kids?
it sounds like it's coming from this direction over here. Well, no, it's not coming from. You guys don't hear it. Only Engor hears it.
So as I'm like on
You
the
just hear Kade in
ground,
the back. I'm like, what's that sound?
as I'm
All
laying on
you
the
guys
ground,
hear is like,
there's-
"I must see you." Whoa! God damn it!
Goddamn son of a! Oh!
So as I'm on the ground, my battle axe is sort of like off to the right a little bit. I hear it, and I just sort of get up and wipe my face off, grab my battle axe because it kind of the laugh kind of freaked me out a little bit, and so I'm sort of just stumbling over, and I was like, "Who laughed over there? Anyone there? Show yourself!" And I'm kind of just at this point now I'm kind of getting kind of a little bit spooked, and I have my battle axe ready to go as if something were to happen.
All right. I'm assuming that me and Steph are walking away with Oktook at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Please don't leave us." You know, they're gonna
I'll
cry
tell you-
and make you feel like like shit. But
Yeah,
that's
I'll
what
tell you
kids do.
what's most interesting out of game. I'm surprised that something hasn't happened to stop us from leaving yet. I guarantee it's going to.
I'm not gonna railroad
What?
you guys like that. Roll initiative.
wouldn't Why wouldn't you? Clearly, something brought us here that's pretty powerful and important. I have no idea why it would just let us leave, but I'm not the general
You
manager.
guys haven't left
Well,
yet.
nothing. Yeah.
We left the
All right.
kids. I'm surprised. Honestly, I was expecting one of the kids to be like, "Don't fucking leave me!" Like just like, "Oh,
Don't leave
Oh, we haven't
me.
left yet.
No, I mean,
should
like
we
I said,
go-
they're screaming and crying. They're like, "Please save us! Don't leave us!"
I'll tell
We
you
need
what, if this demon or whatever it is really trying to keep those kids sound and innocent, it's doing a good job. I have a guilt. Me and Kade both have a guilt in our throat right now.
Me and Kade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally and Kade, you shit idiot.
Oh, well, maybe you should specify. Anyway.
I did!
Nice.
I did specify!
I'm just fucking with you.
That was the specification.
I'm just fucking with you.
Should we? Where's Engor? Kade, have you seen Engor? Where'd he?
Come back here, you stupid fucking nub cheese. Let's go.
We just
Engor!
I'm sort of getting frustrated because I really want to know what this is, and I'm like,
What do you keep flying away from me? Something you're trying to hide, mate?
All right, so as you
Engor!
stay there
Get
and
your ass over here, we're leaving!
roll me a dex save,
Who?
Engor,
Okay.
as you run like right on the bank of the river there. You, as you're running along the bank there, you slip a little, and it feels like your foot gets stuck. And then when you look, it actually looks and feels like you're not stuck, but something's grabbing you.
Oh.
Roll me an
no.
athletics.
Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck me.
You stepped in the soul river!
Oh, did he? I don't know where he is.
Soul River, gonna
Oh my
grab
god,
you
it's so
in the
dark. I don't
night.
see anything. I'm so scared for Engor. Engor.
You're lucky. I rolled terrible. You pull your foot out.
Damn it! I wanted something
Oh.
interesting.
Fuck, man. Oh, shit. Hey, Kate.
So I'm
Vivian,
just gonna
where you
play the
at,
scene
mate?
out for a little bit. Like I'm picturing the scene going in my head.
Engor!
And the whole time this serious thing's going on, and in the background you just hear, "Fuck, shit, get back here, get off me,
Get
shit."
back here, you fucking Tinkerbell piece of shit! Whoa!
Kate, Vivian, where you motherfuckers at? I'm losing it over here.
We're nearby the.
Where you motherfuckers at?
Oh, by the way, Engor. Sorry, I'm gonna move your character for a second. When you get here, you see that this right here is looks like farmland, and there's actually some crops here that look like they could be used. Like they're.
How come I can't see Alex's character? Like, I can see Vivian's light, I can see Oktook's light, but Alex is just like
Well,
not showing
Oktook,
up.
you can see his light because he's an NPC, and I let everybody see his light.
Okay,
You can
I
see
can see
Vivian's because
Vivian's.
she's right next to you.
So what happens if I just for shits and giggles, I can still see her. 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 I can't.
Can you still
Alex.
see me?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that because
Whatever.
there's a thing I could check that says all players see light, and I do not have that checked for Vivian. So.
Whatever.
Okay.
So as I notice these crops, I'm at this point I am super freaked out, but I feel like we need to get something. And I sort of
this
wandered
light seems to be
light.
hovering in a circle here, and then when you get close to it, it flies off. And you notice the circle it's flying. There's like all of these like crops that look to be very much alive. And
This entire situation is just reminding me of fucking Michael Jones, the first Rage Quit video ever, where he's chasing the agility orb in
Oh, and Crackdown.
Crackdown 2. This
Yeah.
entire thing, like Alex is just that. Like,
So as this orb showed me these crops, I sort of do sort of a 360, very slow 360, looking around me, trying to figure out if I can take these crops or not, because I'm so freaked out. I sort of I harvest whatever's available in the small little area, and I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is, but I do harvest whatever it is and throw it in my backpack.
You get like 3 days of rations for everybody. Like you could give everybody 3 days of
Yay.
rations, or you could hoard it all and you'd have like 4 days of rations
9
for a
days.
dwarf. No, I'm just kidding.
So I grab the rations. I'm just gonna quickly type that in my backpack. So it's just so I remember, or my wherever it is, where the inventory. And then as I'm doing that, I'm screaming out like,
yeah,
Vivian,
we're still calling out.
and I'm just wandering around. I can't really see much. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I smell something. And I'm, what in the world is that foul smell? And then I'm just sort of like, what the fuck? And so, little do I know, it's actually Oktook's fucking shit that's been sitting there for like a day.
Yeah, there's like a trail of dead flies and bugs.
And so I sort of catch up with you guys. Like, holy crap!
Save
Vivian
us, sir!
Cage!
Don't leave!
So I return and I sort of explain the whole situation about you guys wouldn't believe what happens. I was running trying to figure out what the orb was doing, and the orb it led me to some. It looked like the last remaining crops that were alive around these parts, and not gonna lie, it circled around them for maybe 15 seconds or so after I heard there was some laughter when I tripped and it smashed my face into the dirt, and as I was continuing to chase it, next thing I know, it led me to these crops. I'll have 3 days worth of rations for each of you.
As soon as he finishes talking, I glance at Vivian, and I say, Vivian, you said that orb was allowing those children to see, right?
Yes.
Why the hell?
Well,
would they lead
actually,
us?
hold on. Did Vivian say that orb or the orbs that you talked about?
What orbs?
The orbs that only you can see.
No, she was talking about her.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I just
they
want to
don't
make
know
sure
about
you're
my-
both on the same
Yeah,
page
I
as
don't-
to because
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
I've never
saying whose
mentioned my
intent
orb
was
because
what.
I
Okay.
haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned my orb because I don't know that they don't see
Okay.
it as well.
Cool. No, I just
Um,
want to make sure we're all on the same page. That's all.
Yeah. So, and then Steph said yes, and then I say, then why the hell would they lead us to food?
Probably to persuade us. Probably to butter us up, you know.
That's an awful lot for some sort of demon to convince. I mean, these kids haven't broken form once.
Well, demons, I mean, have been alive for millennia. They understand mortal psyche. They know how to persuade people, at least from what I understand. Like I said, well, here's the thing, Kate. I have a little bit of a feeling that things might not go well if we quote-unquote rescue these kids. Normally, I'm very kind to kids. I like kids, you know, like helping them, like helping other people, but it's another thing when I feel like these kids who refuse to show their faces are attached to orbs, and that they only want the man with no face to rescue them from ethereal plane. It just...
Do you know that these kids see us through orb? Do they both see through this orb?
I don't know. It's
he
an
kind
assumption.
Of like takes a peek around the corner at it. He's like, I
it's
still
an
don't
assumption.
see this orb,
Okay.
even though I told him it. Even though I say it. I just like the fact that he's just doesn't see it. I don't know. It's funny. To me.
Yeah. It's just an assumption we gathered. Again, gut feelings. We're all having the same gut feelings. Bad things. So I think we.
Alright. I'm gonna
got
do
what we-
something that I never thought I would do. I'm actually gonna leave this up to dice because I'm very conflicted. What do you say? It's a wisdom save? Jared?
Yeah, it's a
sorry,
wisdom
I'm
save.
typing something here.
Fuck off. No, I'm just kidding.
Ignore what.
Wow! Did I fail that?
Oh no.
Uh-oh, guys.
Oh no.
All right, without the quotation marks there.
Okay,
So
I got you.
it's /em. All right.
What happened?
He was asking me a question. Okay, so I apologize. I was doing that. What is the wisdom save for? Again.
It was whether or not I was gonna do something or not.
Oh, so this is all yourself. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Kade, what are you thinking?
I'm having bad thoughts.
Are you?
You notice while we're having this conversation that my hand is dancing around my scale. Like it is just dancing around my shib scale. Like I'm clearly thinking.
Now
something.
is not time to jerk off, Kate.
Vivian
I
kind
think
of like
now
goes.
is a very good time to do it.
Oh, good point.
If Vivian kind of like nears Kade a little bit, and she's like, "Kade, is there something you want to talk about or mention? Now is a good time. You seem uneasier than you were before."
Save us.
Look. Clearly something brought us here. I doubt we just happened to stumble on the one town that was ripping into the ethereal realm. That just seems a little fucking peculiar and coincidental.
Fuck.
Well, it
Yet,
seems.
for some reason, we're just walking out of here so far with very minimum resistance. Something is not right. And if this thing is hunting me like it seems, who's to say if it lets us go now that we're not going to walk into another fucking trap a week from now?
Okay, so you are all going with the idea of stabby.
I'm not
doesn't it?
going with anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Just thinking.
All right. all right.
Oktook's like, do these things happen to you often? You seem to be convinced that no matter what, bad things are going to happen to you.
I just got it. Oh, I'm so excited to say this line.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited. All right, let me prep mentally.
All right.
So what did Oktook say again, verbatim?
He says, so do these things happen to you often? You seem to think that bad things are going to happen no matter what, or something like that.
Ever since I woke up, nothing but strange things have happened.
Okay, Oktook leaves the party. No, I'm just kidding. He says, do you believe in fate?
I have no idea what the hell I believe.
Well, you gotta believe in something.
Yeah, like I believe in us trying to get out of here with the skin still attached to our souls.
Jared, just because you said time travels as we walk around, how long has it been since I joined this group?
I mean, yeah, you guys met at the little halfling village
Right.
probably a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. It hasn't been a month yet.
Well, you said that those little things that we walk on the big map is, hundreds of miles. That would have taken months to walk across.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't it?
you guys, that was the point of taking this shortcut, was to cut that. Remember I said that it would
Yeah,
take
the
months
distance
to
is
get
still-
to the... Yeah, but it's irrelevant.
You're the GM.
You have a ranger who can travel, who knows how to travel fast through certain areas.
Okay, so it's been 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
3 weeks?
Yeah, we'll say 3 weeks, sure.
Okay, well, I'll say 3 weeks.
6 years.
As you asked. Had you asked me what I believed I'll say a month ago. Had you asked me what I believed a month ago, then I probably would have had an answer. But right now I have no fucking clue.
Maybe that's because you are afraid. He was going to say something else, but then he stopped himself because he realized who he was saying this to.
And then I said, afraid of what?
Afraid of what? What you might find out.
All I want to do is find out.
Then why do you keep running?
As soon as he says that, as soon as he says that, a little gear just clicks in Kade's brain, and he grabs his dagger and just sprints full speed towards the kids. Like that set.
That was not narrative railroading.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, it actually wasn't. That's what Oktook would say, because he's a drama queen, man. He knows how to get the nerves going.
Can I touch? Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask a question you can't answer. If I touch him, does he succeed, or do I have to grab his hand?
I can't answer.
Fuck.
Just poke him with a knife.
Yeah, I put the knife to his back, like he's sitting fetal,
kill
right?
Me.
He's sitting fetal, right?
You give me a wisdom or will, whatever the frick it's called. Save.
Is he sitting? Is he fetal? Is he fetal? Is he sitting fetally?
Yes, if you are close enough to him, he's going to try and touch you.
But what if I'm behind him? Like I was trying to say.
It doesn't matter. Regardless, I need a wisdom or will save, whatever the frick it's called.
Wisdom.
Will save. Okay, what is the wisdom save doing?
I'll tell you. Just make the freaking roll first.
Motherfucker! All right.
You're taking a risk by being close to him.
Nice.
Good.
When you get within proximity of this child, something is you feel something mustering in your mind, but you're able to block it out if you wish. As this kid is going to desperately try and grab you. You are going to have to give me an athletics or acrobatics, whatever you want to get to avoid this.
So I'm noticing this as I'm approaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm talking. No, this is when you're within this 5-foot square of him, when you're within his reaching distance.
Okay. I notice that if I get too close, that he is going to touch me, so I throw the dagger at him.
All right, give me a attack roll. It's a dex to throw a dagger. Well, it's finesse, so it doesn't matter. Just give me an attack with your dagger. I think it's going to be
where do I do that?
It's your weapons tab.
Weapons. Oh, I see.
Your dagger.
And so I just click attack.
Mm-hmm. Do you have dagger in your ranged?
I don't have a ranged.
Okay, good. Okay, that doesn't matter. That means it's the same. That's probably why I didn't put it down there. Okay. All right. Yeah. It hits him. Describe how it hits him. Where does this dagger go?
Well, as I'm running towards the kid, I mean I'm heavy, but I'm fast, so I'm running towards the kid, and when I get within that close range, the kid starts to stand. Like I see the kid's movement that he's gonna try to touch me, and so as just a quick, super dragon-like reflex, I throw the knife and it hits it square in the fucking face. Just not
right his face because his face is in his knees, so the back of his head.
Isn't he standing up? Isn't he standing up?
He's just sitting. The entire time they've always had their head tucked in their knees.
How could I not approach him from the back? Because he'd have to turn around.
No, you could approach him from the back. I didn't say you couldn't.
I'm
I'm saying he's reaching for you.
From behind, so he's just snapping his arm directly behind.
No, he's trying to reach behind him with his head behind his back, but you're dodging it. That was the roll.
Okay, fine. Then none of that happens. It hits him in the fucking neck, like right in the spine, right in the spine, spine.
The back of his head.
Yeah. Okay. When that happens, a different sound comes from the child. He's like, don't. He's like, please save. And then like the dagger hits his neck, spinal cord, whatever, and he's like, don't shoot. And you see like his skin like bubbling, and like his jaw detaches, and well, like it dislocates, I guess, and his mouth gets wider, and his skin starts falling off, and Engor, give me a everybody give me another, and you're gonna have to give me another one. Sorry, Kade. Wisdom save. But Engor, you start seeing his face form into something you've seen before.
Oh,
as he finally reveals his face, and when he reveals his face, his eyes are dark red.
Oh shit! Give us that roll.
I'm gonna go ahead and show everybody.
I'm fucked, baby.
Do it.
I'm fucked.
Do it.
Oh!
Oh!
You guys all see this. It turned into that.
That's hot.
If it loads. There you go.
Wait, it's loading. Hold on, I don't see it. Oh, God, okay.
Except for his eyeballs are red in his sockets. Like little glowy balls of red.
Alright.
And immediately the other kid does the same thing.
He turns into the same thing?
Yes. And
Kade.
he give you Kade, give me an athletics roll opposed to his. Yeah, you only have to beat a 10.
I can do it.
Oh.
Awesome! I'm glad he failed. So he grabs you and pulls you to his evil face, and like he's had that kid voice, and he's like, "Welcome to my world now, bitch," kind of, and you
Is this the second
feel
kid?
the evil coming
Is this
emitting
the
off
first
of
kid or
him.
the second?
Huh?
Is this the first kid or the second kid? Is this Dagger
This
kid
is
or
the, this is the
non-Dagger?
bearded kid. And when he says, "Welcome to my world now, bitch," they disappear, and all of a sudden, everything around, there's no more cloud. All you see is darkness everywhere, as if the entire world looks like this place.
Okay.
All of you guys experience this.
Okay.
And what happens to them?
And the lights
Where are they?
And this, oh, you don't see that. Anyways, they're gone.
Is my
And his
knife just
dagger?
on the floor?
Like, it's kind of like a blink, like, all of a sudden, he says, "Welcome to my world now," and then all of a sudden, he's gone, and, like, there is no more, like, you could see the edges of the darkness, because it was a fog cloud, I guess. It no longer, it just seems like everything's darkness now. Like, there is
And
no
my
edge.
dagger just fucking falls to the ground?
Your dagger is glowing very brightly, with
But is it-
with words.
okay. God damn it, Jared. You never answer the question.
You want to know if you saw anything.
I want to know if I still had my dagger or if it left with them.
No,
what I
you have
wanted
your
to know.
dagger. Well, I was just saying, your dagger's
Okay.
glowing and it falls to the ground. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let me go
Dagger's-
ahead and tell you this right now, just so for future reference. You could jump from this plane to another plane and leave your dagger behind, and it will magically appear in your sheath. It is almost impossible to get rid of this thing.
It's like Thor's hammer.
It is attached to you.
All right.
So, I mean, you don't know
Making
this,
sure.
but I'm going to go ahead and tell you that just so you don't have to question it later on.
All right.
So, so me knowing that information, I didn't tell you, but Oktook's with everybody's here. This is what you see.
There's still the fog of war. I don't know if you...
Well, because everything's darkness now. It's not
okay.
just a cloud of darkness. Everything's darkness now.
Oh.
In fact, it is thunderstorming. You do not. You see. This no longer appears as if you're in a cloud of darkness. It appears as if you're in an entire world of darkness. You see clouds, dark clouds. You see a blood red moon. You do not see any sun. It is stormy. It is muddy. It is raining, and you see countless people walking around this village, and they are all wearing chains. They look like slaves. They are malnourished, and the kids disappear, like I said, and you get the sense that you are no longer where you were before, I guess, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
These people
like,
are not transparent. You can see them. They look like real people. You cannot see through them. This light is gone.
I'm panting because I sprinted and did the whole thing or whatever. We're all just kind of looking around, at the new changed environment.
Mm-hmm.
I shoot a glance.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's why you were saying you couldn't see. So yeah, you are. It's no longer foggy. It's just really dark. So let me change your view.
I shoot a glance towards Engor, and then I shoot a glance towards Vivian, and I look back to where the demon kids were, and I pretty much just go, "Fuck!"
Vivian kind of just looks like defeated, like, oh, good. This.
Also, that was a really satisfying fuck. I feel like.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
do
ahead
something.
and say it. Anyways, go ahead. So I won't say it.
The way you
change my
said
mind.
it, that was, yeah.
No, I don't want to say it. I changed my mind. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So,
No, wait, hold on. I want to hear what Jared is saying. Then that's good.
I
What
changed
are
my
you gonna
mind.
say,
Go ahead.
No, come on.
alright, so
Come on.
It's.
Do a will save.
Yeah.
See if you don't have to say it.
Let's just say there's probably gonna be plenty more fucks where that came from. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
Anyways,
Alright,
go ahead,
so-
Engor.
All right.
okay, so as all that just transpired, I sort of realized that those faces that I saw were the exact same as what the kids turn into, and I sort of expressed that to Vivian and Kade, and as I'm thinking of this, I sort of pull out that opal that I had that vision
I
from.
was just gonna say you feel a burning in
And,
your pocket.
Yeah,
Damn! Get
so
him an
I-
axe point for that shit.
so
Yeah.
I sort of you don't have to give me
Yeah,
a point.
Alex, give him one.
Yeah, give me a point. No, just kidding.
For reaching
But,
in your pocket.
No, predicting it exactly what was going to happen before you said it.
no, it's okay. I don't
I've got an extra
think
point for
that's
talking about an orb.
no, I don't think I need an extra point. But anyways, so I pull out the orb, or the opal, I should say, and because I have a feeling that it's I feel like it has I'm sort of getting the sense that it's sort of leading me or giving me clues as to what's going to happen next. Not in a very significant way, but just as if just as the faces were something that I had seen later in this dark world that we're in now. I sort of have this feeling that holding on to this opal again may provide
Let me
some
ask you
sort
a
of
question.
information.
How do you feel
Sure.
about random outcomes?
How do I feel about random outcomes?
Yeah.
I
know
could
how
say either.
GP feels about them.
My answer is fuck!
I particularly don't mind just because I think it adds a little more spice to the game, and
Okay.
that's
In that
how
case,
I've always
roll
played.
me a
Like
D100.
that's how I've always rolled.
As you look at the opal, it is pitch black. It's as dark as the world is right now around you. It is just a bit darker. And
It's blacker than black.
high or low? I need to be asking that before you roll, but it doesn't really matter. You
Yeah,
don't know
you
what
do.
that means, so.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say low again.
Okay, so as you pierce into it, it kind of gives you another vision. Like it's like a zoom. It zooms into the volcano, and it zooms in further into like a certain point on the volcano, and you see a door. And in front of this door, you see two they're guards. They probably look like 7 foot tall. They have halberds in their hands. And they look like they're kind of dressed like in the armor that the orcs were in Lord of the Rings, kind of like just full plate, like you can't see any part of their skin or anything. The helmets that they're wearing cover their entire face, and they're standing there. And on this door, you see it kind of glow a little bit, and then you hear like an evil laughter, and it just simply said, "What languages do you know?"
I mean, I know pretty much just. I mean, I guess English as we know it, and and just dwarven dialects and stuff like that.
Okay, so common and dwarven. All right, so it says in this evil language, "Utakula shinau."